All right. How's everybody doing?
Doing terrific. Another glorious week of fighting games. You know, congrats to all you early adopters of KOF 15. But we're not here for that right now. We're here for Gran Blue. There's no KOF space right now.
Yes, those of you that have vehemently rejected KOF for everything that it stands for, those of you that think it's ugly, those of you that hate the animation, those of you that are 2D purists, you still have found your home in Gran Blue Fantasy Versus. You've been living here on the ship. What's the name of the ship? Who knows the canon, the lore?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
That's a phenomenal question. Name it whatever you want. The Highwind,
Yes.
if you want. Yeah, go for it.
That sounds like what they would actually call it.
You know, they have Bahamut, so...
It's the Flying Dutchman's ship from SpongeBob with all the arcade cabs on it.
AKA the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah. Complete with Davy Jones Blocker down here in the basement where we got our private room, our private stream room. We're not in New York 01 tonight for lobby night. We have a private room here in the impurest of clubs.
Yep.
Only one cabinet functional. And those of you that are lucky enough to play here in the stream room, I wish you particularly good luck because we have, you know, a wonderful audience of cheering onlookers tonight. People already gathering here nice and early for the startup of our open bracket number 10 here for Gran Blue.
Right.
39 people with us already. We got a whole auditorium filled.
Yeah.
I'm worried that our ship is over capacity. We might have to throw out some of the luggage.
Look, well, first off, how pretentious of Gran to call his own ship the Grand Cipher. Listen here, Gran. You already got an entire show named after yourself and a whole game. Relax, okay? Like,
you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about doing this to Gran on the Grand Cipher.
Mm-hmm.
February 14th just passed us. That was 2/14, 214 day. Everybody knows the old Gran 214M, 214H, EX boot wall bounce. But I don't want there to be a wall. I'm going to kick his ass off the Grand Cipher and take it for myself. Make it the business cipher, monkey cipher. I don't know.
Monkey cipher?
Something just as
I could get behind a
yeah.
monkey cipher.
Monkey Cipher is pretty solid, you know, and then someone's going to tweet out for an assist. You know, a raid assist like they do on the mobile game, and they'll come get you.
That's true. Why didn't Djeeta get to name the ship?
They tweet out for the assist, and then
look,
wow,
Djeeta
get to name it.
So
oh my God.
Perhaps it's because Djeeta did not exist during the original launch of Gran Blue, and is only appearing later in Gran. I don't know. I'm not a lore person on Gran Blue. I just know Gran Blue's been around for a lot longer than I thought.
Why, when I pick Djeeta at the avatar select at the start of the game, does the game name not change itself to Djeeta Blue? Where
That's true.
Pilot the Djeeta cipher.
Dude,
anyone piloting the Djeeta cipher in this bracket tonight? I'm sure there's a Djeeta player somewhere.
There's gotta be
tonight.
Yeah, we do. We have some sick names. I saw /GG in bracket, which I'm excited for because I get to see some Ferry play.
It's not GG, and there's not a slash button on the controller, but there is an M button that is pretty similar, I must say.
Yeah, actually. You know what? /GG coming out here with that. And you know what? Honestly, Zombmu plays like the entire cast anyway, so I'm sure if we beg and plead enough that Zombie might actually play Djeeta for us, you know, just one time.
I think Zombie will try to rock the Vira tonight. I've been seeing some exemplary tech posting on the social media from Zombie.
Okay.
You know, always outworking the whole community as it goes. And, you know, with Vira, I think a lot of people have been eager to see the character make a splash. We saw a couple Viras at Frosties. I know Defeatly was playing her. My good friend Dormancy, also in the bracket tonight, seated number 21 or something. I know he's playing her too. Outworking the community this time in the realm of the Eustace community is Blue. I haven't seen Eustace make a tournament splash whatsoever yet. This is a
really? Okay, you're in for a treat. I mean, out on the East Coast, we did have Rico Suave playing Eustace for quite some time.
Yeah, I play this character myself too, but I was never, I just never saw anyone else. So this is great.
Yeah. There's a very few of you out there playing Eustace here, and you know, Blue has picked up Eustace every now and again here as well. You know, the few times that I've seen Blue. So it's you know, a lot stronger this time around. I really appreciate the Rat Trap bug now becoming an additional feature for this character, that we had so much fun with it. So big props
Yeah,
to Arxis and Psy Games for allowing that legacy to continue onward. There's that rat trap I was just talking about right there.
Rat Race X Seal, huge combo pickup. Yes. Now, not the most damage here. Definitely not even going to kill TBH, but you know, one touch situation comes right afterwards.
Exactly. And as I recall, didn't Bloo also just recently release like a combo exhibition on Eustace? I could be completely wrong, but I saw that on the
I think I saw that on the timeline. Yeah, that's true. And you know, if you're the type of person to make combo videos, you must be some kind of routing expert, or at least, you know, intermediately good at picking up combos in a variety of situations. And you know, no combo is needed in this case to end the round, but Bloo has a full life bar to work with if Natsu for the next round. Natsu, by the way, with Belial, a character who you will hear the least about being seen infrequently. Yeah, he's kind of Bloo is kind of his home game. Probably more than Gran, to be honest. I think Belial owns this game and has for a while.
You know, the final boss, you know, character being added to the game, much like Geese, you know, is going to be a strong asset to the roster. Thank you for the correction. It's Spiral who let out the tweet there for the Eustace combo trials out there, which were beautiful. It was really well edited, actually. So thank you so much for that extra info. Nice counter hit. Well, not counter hit, just regular overhead. We're good.
Yeah, with the X Rat Race, it does pick up a no combo, but Bloo didn't pick it up himself. Natsu now left the life lead. One more fireball. Option to spin it was there. Take up some time on the screen. Bloo just got hit though.
EX orbs coming out there. Nice challenge on the lows. That should have been a forward jump, I feel like, there, and just not coming out, just neutral.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of H, or rather M version of Osmodeus buffered here from Natsu's H buttons. EX would pick up real quick, you know, the H version of Osmodeus, but I think Natsu's pretty conservative with the meter. It's really only a big combo in the corner, so that's fine. Oh, whip punish. Switching hit is why we're seeing the M buffer of Osmodeus. It combos on crouching hit, and Bloo was poking with a crouching button.
Of course, that crouching M being very safe there. Nice preemptive anti-air here from Natsu, and the corner domination begins. Ooh, that was a really low jump L right there from Natsu. Snuck it right on in, try to get the high. Oh, wow. No, too far away from the throw, but yeah.
You know, it was a happy little reset, scramble opportunity. Natsu could have done 5L off of the 2L, 2L, and picked up a long-range combo. Probably could have killed with it, but was in more of a mix-up to death kind of mindset, not assuming there would be any kind of hit. Just wanted to assert a mix-up, take the throw and win, and sure enough, Bloo wasn't ready for that either. So I think sometimes you want to go out with some Abare, you know, because if they're running at you, if they're not confirming for any reason, you can pretty much mash with impunity. Although, you know, it's you're never really wrong to be mashing a reversal in the middle of somebody's will kill you combo, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, especially in like throw situations like that, and how often we're seeing like people whip throws in this game, because it's so misleading. Like, you think you're on top of the opponent's hurt box, and it's just like, actually, you're nowhere near me.
Plus,
yeah.
By the way, another Bloo character. Bloo, this is just classic. He loves playing the protagonist.
Right.
You can press X at character select and land on that character by default. Blue's gonna play him. And even the right color for him in this game. Bloo is rocking this brand. Great meterless conversion with 214 LL.
Yeah, really deep cross up there with the jump U even too. Okay, got to roll through on both sides, and Bloo is taking advantage of it. Push the corner and fishing for this one counter hit opportunity. Even just like a confirm into EX boot, but Natsu finds the way out.
Yeah, found it by interrupting a unique action charge off of H. Forget unique action charge. Buffer that boot. Get the kill combo off the wall. You know, if the wall isn't range at all, you might as well swing with boot as if you can win off of it, because you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely guaranteed. I mean, we've seen like so much damage get off of that, right? Just like a stray hit boot, just coming along here, you confirm off the wall, and then you close out matches, or 70% health is gone. You know, if you route it correctly. Natsu, that challenge.
With 214 LM off of a light pickup, and then spend things for like a 60% kill. There's another counter hit, crouching hit, so Natsu gets a heavy Osmodeus, or M Osmodeus, I should say.
Ooh,
another one.
Yep. There we go.
All these cooldowns available for Natsu could kill off anything easily.
Oh! Okay, let's see what we got. We got the EX, there's the fireball, dance on him with the two-step.
Only DP's ready for the cooldown. It's a good hard knockdown. Ah, there it is. Oh, didn't pick up a good combo. Bloo, devastating. Big opportunity lost, and now Natsu can kill on a DP punish. Close H.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate too, especially that you spent all the resources there, all the abilities were still on recovery and only had DP to end it. So I guess, you know, your best option is to at least get your grip of damage, go for the simple combo, right? And just finish it out. But, you know, a little bit too far whiffing. Got the pickup off Unique right there. So, oh, wow.
Yeah, the thing with DP ender is you have to be basically a point blank for Grand DP to work.
Right.
Combo. You'd have to do close age auto combo. That's it. Kind of just messed up the route, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, nice sweep.
Yeah, low profile option on sweep, fantastic. No charge on the unique action, so no wall bounce for Blue, who's maybe took some counter hits off of it. Didn't get the run up, just swinging, but not making contact in the combo opportunity.
Yeah, catching a few episodes of Beyblade here from Blue, just spinning for the win here, and unfortunately Natsu is going to get this Skybound art here.
I don't think it'll kill. I think the auto combo made it survive. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
2 hits would have killed. 2 hits would have killed.
Okay, we're not jumping out. Blue is swinging for the fences here, and this has been getting Blue whiff punished quite often here, but Natsu has ran into that a few times here in this set. So, I mean, I don't blame you. Couple delays here, and wow. Wow. Footsies. It exists right here in Grand Blue.
It exists right there. You can stick out your fingernails and whiff punish a retracting hurtbox of a sword normal. That's right, that far H from Gran getting tagged. Honestly, from a character like Belial, he can even be buffering Osmodeus off that, picking up good stray hits. He didn't need to. Blue had so little life that whiffing this would just prove fatal. I think that maybe a sweep could have made contact there. A 2U is a great option for Gran to snap off a little block string from that range. And maybe Blue wanted to walk forward a little bit more, but the whiff was catastrophic. Didn't even hit a crouching character who's wider, right? So you got to move forward.
Yeah, it is really unfortunate too that like it seemed so often that Blue wanted to get those little micro dashes in and they just weren't coming through. Like a little bit of inconsistency as far as inputs go. But otherwise, like Blue, you know, still in it. Still has another attempt to make that round. And of course, like the ideas were there. It's just we weren't confirming off the right things. And Natsu was able to take advantage of a lot of the situations. Also, real quick, I want to give a big appreciation to Trash Can Individual out here. That's a $50 donation right there in the match arena. Trash Can Magic. Thank you.
It was like it shoot up.
And I was like,
Did you find that $50 in the trash can and repurpose it for us? Good as new. Appreciate it. Good recycling. Thank you. And also, just wanted to make one little note on that block string there at the end. You know, it was a far L from Gran first. Not a plus button, right? So going for H afterwards, it might catch somebody pressing a button immediately, right? Thinking they can interrupt after the L. It could have been a delayed whiff punish opportunity. So just not making contact is not really the full depth of the situation. It's just so hard to predict, though. It's always better to be making contact than whiffing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's even better to close this gap. Scoop folks up when you're playing Ladiva here because you don't want her to be whiffing any of those command throws, especially when you're stuck in the corner from Vira, already transformed up. Chop's not going to get a confirm after. Oh, UberCheesecake up against MasterChipmonk there. Deep cross up, too high to confirm.
Nice.
Wow.
Love the air pickups from UberCheesecake. Ladiva really shines catching opponents out of the air for huge damage juggles. And, crouching counter hit there on the headbutt. No combo pickup in close L, though. That's actually a great option for Ladiva. Requires a strict recognition. Let's see the kill. Ah! I thought that was air hit was going to be the kill for Ladiva. Super gets through.
Stop! MasterChipmonk with the reversal from Vira here.
Wow, she looks evil.
Absolutely
SSBA
terrifying.
reversal. Still no life lead, and fighting Ladiva is actually really difficult when she has SSBA reversal. It's like a one-frame anti-safe jump tool. Chip's about to be a problem. Uber has to find something.
Oh my god! Reaching for the stars, MasterChipmonk. I don't know. Did you see like 10 moves ahead or something? Because UberCheesecake didn't even like breathe in that corner. My goodness.
Yeah, that was 0 moves ahead, maybe a negative few, because, you know, it was the absence of movement and the absence of an attack from UberCheesecake that got MasterChipmonk killed, even with a huge life lead like that. Looking for a chip, I guess, just has to be a little bit braver running forward for that kind of thing.
Trying to go for the 2L meaty. Yeah, just sweep it out. Push right back into the corner. Headbutt does connect, but no confirm after.
Yep, it's that counter hit headbutt. Needs to be the close L or 2L.
Okay, EX
Lariat's out in the corner. That's a huge counter hit, but close M came out instead of far M.
Oh my.
That's unfortunate. You know, as Ladiva, you kind of have to use 2M to prevent the proximity normal drops. in juggles like that.
Oh, nice little smack anti-air right there from MasterChipmonk with a massive life lead. Hopefully you don't throw this out here. Got the transformation.
Wow, I think a regular throw could have killed. Uh-oh, SSBA. Now, the meaty here is just a far H, if I recall, but if it's a far H on hit, this could be a headbutt into a kill combo. Watch this. There it is. And MasterChipmonk, just as aware as I was, decided to block out the headbutt, blocked out the confirmable Rekka sequence, but then didn't duck Lariat, got counter hit doing something.
Oh
a
my
perfectly
gosh.
timed Lariat and a prayer for UberCheesecake gives them the game advantage.
Not once, but twice. MasterChipmonk let victory slip through their clutches. And like you said, too, normal throw probably could have killed in that scenario instead of going for transformation. Even still there, you made the smart decision to block. You could have spaced that out, throw a Dragonfly or two if you wanted, or Ferry, whatever it is. All right, it is some sort of mystical creature that Vira is to control.
Insect creature.
Yes.
Look. Oh, why?
Wow.
Look, if we were saying earlier, if somebody's comboing you, you might as well be mashing something, whether it's a bar A or a DP. MasterChipmonk knew this. Not going to let UberCheesecake get away with the unique action grab, which, of course, is basically a touch of Death Starter for Ladiva.
Right.
And also, maybe, MasterChipmonk's going for command grab, knowing that it's not techable, like a true command grab. Possibly afraid of playing that kind of game with Ladiva, who,
nice.
If she overheads over your regular throw, you get counter hit damage punished. But if she overheads over your command grab, there's no death as a consequence, right? No counter hit in that kind of situation.
True.
So risk reward's honestly a little bit better on command grabs across the board compared to regular throw.
Yeah, it does make sense. Honestly, especially too going up against Ladiva, right? Like,
yeah,
you get that. Oh my god, like that
she's
right
the
there.
queen of this grab game, and also has the highest counter hit overhead damage in this game.
Cross up attempt there, and the sweep from UberCheesecake was able to push forward just ever so slightly to avoid it.
Yep, and now that there's no EX headbutt available, MasterChipmonk has to go in like they are. Finds the command grab, install is active. Got a lot of more offensive potential now. The character is just a lot less poking reliant. You'll see some cancels into an advancing downward swing.
Ooh.
Not an overhead, but very good.
Yep,
2
almost had
hits.
the air fireball out there,
Going
but
for a
Uber,
counter.
oh my god.
Oh! 2+ for a reset of the throw. Completely loses an opportunity to UberCheesecake, as well as about 35% life. MasterChipmonk going SSBA list for the rest of the round, though, contending against Ladiva with the one-frame command grab soon to be available. But Uber's just outside of SSBA life. Gonna have a chance to get it, maybe?
My goodness.
Swinging
maybe
with
a
every
sneeze at it. Yeah, honestly, they're chipping away here. Got the counter hit, and nice follow-up there from UberCheesecake to take the round.
Yeah, 6-frame close L right afterwards. That's great. I think we'd seen that H buffer without headbutt a couple times. I'd usually been a little curious about it, but now that I see it combos with counter hit, I think that's really strong. Oh, and there's the headbutt right on cue. Drop the sweep
reversal. Yeah, mash it out, or at least just get your easy input if you have to. Nice turnaround here and able to push towards the corner. Oh, okay. Ferry went a little bit too far on that one there. The anti-air, no conversion.
Yep. And Larry got crouched. That's a great combo starter now for Vira. Install in the middle of the combo. All right, Vira mode. That Dragonfly's doing something somewhere. We just don't know what.
See somebody in the crowd trying to run up and interrupt things. No, not allowed. Only Lil Wayne can do that.
What you don't know is that there's a knight on the left who's just getting annihilated by that dragon right now. And unfortunately, the Dragonfly Fairy thing just doesn't care about Vira in this moment, who is about to lose the life lead. Actually, didn't quite lose it.
Yeah, real close here. One touch for MasterChipmonk. Could do it here. And oh my god, the Abare wake up and still coming through for MasterChipmonk and stopping, the curse that is, losing the massive life lead to UberCheesecake here. As they say, like, if you go too hard on cheesecake and you're lactose intolerant, you're going to be regretting it. And MasterChipmonk was looking a little lactose intolerant right there for the first game.
Got to be popping some of those lactate pills.
Mm-hmm. Got to be ready for it.
Out on a date, they want to go to an ice cream shop, and then suddenly they start popping pills before eating ice cream. You're like, whoa, how good is this ice cream about to be?
I make sacrifices for this delicious dessert here, but UberCheesecake.
Man.
Gonna get scooped up once again. Nice.
You ever see Ladiva roll and just be reminded that Ladiva uniquely has a roll that's 10 frames worse than the rest of everybody else's rolls in this whole game?
Guess I have to be reminded every time I see it happen. Oh my god.
Yeah. You saw that roll was punishable just because Uber was trying to switch sides after doing the third hit of headbutt for some reason. I don't know. On hit too.
Gotta make sure your opponent's ready for it, because especially too, we just saw MasterChipmonk rip a DP on the opposite side in a completely opposite direction. So that potential's there. All right, nice. Skybound Art does get the down.
Yeah, Vira's soul got kicked out of her body. Literally eyeless on that kick.
Yikes.
Nice to see new faces get added to this Ladiva super. It's always been the most exciting part of the super, seeing the funny faces. Great jump and pickup. All 3 hits of headbutt, saving some meter.
Wow, empty jump SPD.
Yeah, cross up too. I mean, as soon as Ladiva grabs you, the corner is pretty much irrelevant because she just does so much damage and gets the same great Oki either way, mid-screen or corner.
Wow. 2M looks like, right? Yeah, 2M.
Yeah, that's 2M. 2M and a headbutt. Classic. A low threat that keeps you completely still. Optional plus on block, first hit EX headbutt. Hit confirmable on hit, second DX headbutt. Third one there just to mess with people, really. I mean, it's a really devastating, we call it a low medium kick, but it's a 2M. It's a 2M. And she's got the Shoto 2M, you know, the Luke from Street Fighter 5 2M.
Now wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. No, seriously, that crouch medium kick is ridiculous on such a big body as well, and cancelable no less. It's such a shotgun of a normal.
Damn.
But it cuts like a knife.
Yeah, and honestly too, like just poor. Gosh, if you are Vira in this situation, right, and not able to close out those matches, that's so gut wrenching. Poor MasterChipmonk in that set, right? We, have victory at your fingertips, especially in that first game. It should have been able to close it out, and we'd have a completely different story. You could have taken that lead, but still, UberCheesecake's consistency and being able to kind of, weather the storm, like as a grappler is used to doing, taking a bunch of hits before getting the kill. It's not over. I mean, until it actually sets down, right? We saw, a couple instances right there where Super Sky Mountain Art really kind of pulled through for UberCheeseCake in that set and just tore things apart.
Yeah, Ladiva's always been really good about making SSBA-inspired comebacks, whether it's because the SSBA kills you because it does about a Raging Demon's worth of damage. Oh my god,
it does so much damage.
Yeah.
Or because you happen to be trying to jump back when she just hits you with meaty far H and EX headbutt immediately afterwards on wake up. But, just don't be jumping. You just got to block. I swear, you just got to block.
Don't jump.
Yeah. Don't jump against the grappler who gets a free left-right safe jump off of any command grab.
Okay. Stuff
Reese's Puffs.
Dude, Rowlet talking the trash. This is Rowlet Jukem, so...
Yeah.
What? Lancelot, Percy?
Yeah.
Oh, someone play the Dragon Knights theme. Or do we have there's a Percy versus Lance song in this game. That's the best song in the game. Yeah.
Whoa,
I didn't know they had a
assistant
specific
can
one.
come at me. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Paradise Lust is a pretty good song, or even Paradise Lost, like either one.
Have you heard Dragon Knights?
Yeah,
it's
but
ridiculous.
Have you heard Paradise Lust? I mean,
yeah, I have. It's really good. But
it's really good.
I mean, for these two, we gotta be playing Dragon. Oh,
wow, Round Taunt, and Rowlet does not mess around. Look, this is serious biz.
Is that some kind of good games, my fellow Dragon Knight?
Good luck, and may the finest duelist. Oh God, just get caught on fire. That's how that opened up right there.
Yeah, Rowlet, by the way, you can tell pretty conservative on the EX meter, on the cooldowns, using a lot of the M command dash. Slowly over the course of the game's life, Percival's M command dash has been, and all of its follow-ups have been buffed pretty significantly. Rowlet was looking for some low pickups, but just fell victim to EX Turbulence, classic Lancelot reversal. It requires you to option select with close slight auto combo, LL, and then neutral jump. And by the time you're doing that, you may be nullifying the effectiveness of your mix-up game just in compensation for this still amazing Lancelot reversal. You see it go on anti-air, you see its counter hit follow-up do like tons of damage.
God.
My god, yeah, just trying to get that far DP M anti-air, something that is also buffed for Percy, but really only buffed when he has stocks. Keep note of that, it's unblockable if he's stocked up.
I mean,
landed
this
on
air
it.
dominance from Jukem for the first couple interactions here was devastating. And Rowlet, unfazed, still letting rip these DPs. You can't just jump for free.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna check these aerial movements.
Yeah, Percy, by the way, very far range jump H. It pairs well with his super jump. can cover a lot of ground. And you saw Jukem land on a far jump H from Rowlet earlier. Rowlet got a full combo out of the encounter. Full combo into super here for Jukem, and of course Lancelot, pretty fantastic. Watch him just run up here. Actually,
wow.
Dash up, disengage.
Right?
And Rowlet blocks it all out, but is running out of life. Still in the corner too. Wasn't able to get out. Spent time throwing the EX Firewall instead.
Yeah, Jukem is reading these interactions like a book here from Rowlet. I mean, just the bait out for the DP, waiting patiently just outside of range from Rowlet's reversal attempts, and Jukem really in control on this set right now. But Rowlet, though, still coming in strong, still trying to play her game plan.
Yeah, I played this matchup quite a bit. It's hard to get Lancelot to sit still, which means your ability to condition and land command grab and start playing to Percival's greatest strengths is just quite difficult.
Right. Oh, no. Yikes, picking up off of that, too, trying to jump out. Okay, off the wall. Deep cross it. That's, really rough.
Yeah, it's a delayed overhead, too. One of 3 pretty effective low-risk mix-up options for Lancelot that haven't gone anywhere. They've been a testament to his game since day one.
There's that ice ball. Good spot dodge from Rowlet, though.
Yep.
And already stuck in that corner, ripping for at least some chip out. Whoa. And Jukem really feeling themselves right now here. Okay,
yeah, Rowlet was trying to get an H punish, but the dodge after through the super just doesn't give enough time. And of course, Percival DP no longer has projectile invincibility, and I wanted to bring this up earlier in the matchup because Percy used to be able to use running momentum to react to any of Lancelot's ice balls and just DP through them and get a full punish. Not an option at all anymore. And it even killed Rowlet there, who hopefully was trying to run through something else with DP.
Okay, got a cross up. Or cross through rather, thanks to the turbulence there. Big jump in. Yeah. Rowlet has tools here, right? Gunflame comes through. Nice little, pseudo Fafnir coming in, but now we have the Rekka series pushed in the corner. Good. What? Hello, Jukem.
Long range pickup. Great super on the first hit. Nice. Jukem with 2 games. Real quick, real consecutive. Looking like a superior Dragon Knight in the Song of Fire and Ice. Both of these verses were about ice.
Yeah, honestly, it was a complete control from Jukem there. The run-up throw attempt from Rowlet here, a little bit. I had to just been too late for that throw because Jukem picked it up immediately and just turned around right into that Skybound art like we're seeing here. Jukem did a really solid job, but Rowlet, though, props to Rowlet especially, too, like, still attempting her game plan, right? Like, I think that's really big because you'll see some players get interrupted or, you see things like we saw in that first game where Jukem caught you out of the air and was really strong at, like, just dominating the sky, right? And Rowlet still was forcing out those DPs, trying to, at least control space to dissuade Jukem from trying to teleport into those skies in a lot of those interactions. And we still tried those run-up throws. I'm sure a run-up gravity well was in there as well, too. It's just, like you said, trying to condition a Lancelot in this matchup is definitely pretty tough to do without stock.
Yeah, it looks like Rowlet entered the match a little conditioned. I say that because Turbulence went on anti-aired, and Rowlet ended up blocking a lot of falling JHs, which is a problem because if the Lance literally never does the Turbulence follow-up, they're never going to be punishable, and they're just going to be getting away with jump-ins on you. So got to commit to the 2 H's and not let them get away with that, or be rocking the neutral jump OS thing for anti-air. But it wasn't always kind of a wake-up turbulence. There were a lot of neutral turbulences that went on too. Those are equally important, and those ones you can count on 2Hing mostly because the Lances that truly just do the H, like a ground attack follow-up in neutral, that's wild. You never see that. Come on. You never see that. If they do that to me and they hit me, they can have it. They can have the damage.
Does Tree also play Lance?
No, Tree plays Beelzebub.
Oh, that's right.
Until Nicholas shows up. Once Nicholas shows up, and we have to hold OrijinTREE to this, he's dropping Beelzebub entirely.
Wow. Also, Zombmu, thank you for the 30 to the match, Reno. I think I'm back. We'll see.
Okay, we're back.
Hello?
We're back.
Sounds like we're
Yo,
back.
I have no idea what happened. My entire internet just straight up died.
Oh, yeah,
And
we
I went-
diagnosed that for sure.
I checked my modem and it just had a giant red fail light on it. And then it
Oh
turned
my god.
then it turned back to green and everything seems to be running fine.
Oh,
Had
you
to reboot.
mean the scheduled? Yes,
Yeah.
Give it
obviously.
the old Gran Bloo reboot because it was booting up afterwards. Maybe do you think some kind of like EMP went off, a satellite flew out of the whack,
Dude,
or
I have
maybe you lost
honestly,
power?
I have no clue. I've never had that happen before.
Sometimes I'm pretty sure I just get electromagnetic pulsed, and somebody didn't want me to be
Right.
online that day. There's a real Gran Blue hater out there who DDoS'd you, but you don't have to know about it for now. You just gotta finish streaming.
My plants have been foiled again. Curse you,
Damn.
Gran Blue players.
Hey, but I noticed OrijinTREE kept the chat alive in the stream's absence with a
Oh, let's
gift
go.
sub over there to Treefolio.
Oh, thank you.
I, think
I
that's
could
what
not
it
see
was.
that at all.
Yeah, Zombie did that a couple times too.
Oh yeah, bless. Thank you very much, Zombie.
All the glorious assists. Yes, it will be the 5G COVID giving towers out there that are preventing you from going to tournaments. Anyways,
Yeah. Hey, while we get this other match restarted, I wanted to call attention to one of my favorite Gran Blue situations when somebody is about to chip you out and they're using super to do it for some reason, and you're a character with a DP. As Percival in particular, you have a very active DP. I think there was a chance for Rowlet in that previous match when Lancelot super was coming for her to just DP it and survive instead of having to go for the spot dodge punish, which doesn't recover in time.
Hmm.
That might be the look, and if not, you get to do a cool clash cancel, which is even more fun. So live that anime spirit and do your invincible move in response to
Right.
an invincible move. It feels great.
just do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? You die or you don't, and you become.
Chances are it's usually pretty helpful in that kind of situation,
Right.
even in terms of risk reward. So, one character with a DP option here in the form of Beelzebub, piloted by OrijinTREE. Long-time Beelzebub enthusiast and loyalist.
Indeed. Okay, opting to DP through the fireball from Metera. Okay, interesting.
Whoa!
Wait, stop it. I need the replay. Hold on.
No,
I-
that wasn't
That
the
was
whole
a dodge
sequence.
roll. It was a dodge roll. Okay, I
Yeah.
blinked and I did not see where Beelzebub doesn't move that fast.
Origin turn steal super. SenpaiSpyder goes all the way to the other side for the max damage punish. All 3 hits of close H. Was there a second hit of that all combo? I hope so. That is the optimal amount of hits.
Ooh, yeah, that long range shutting down the first round for OrijinTREE here. SenpaiSpyder up here, killing it once again.
Yeah, it was one of those slow Metera rounds, I think. 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, the
Yeah.
eternally difficult to anti-air jump H from Beelzebub. Be on the lookout for it. As a Metera, you got some pretty good long-range anti-airs. But anytime Beelzebub's close, he's going to be doing that tall JH and just messing with you.
And honestly, what a tragic situation right here. OrijinTREE going for that dive kick and the clash from SenpaiSpyder, able to get the punish right after.
Yeah,
Okay, try to
great
do that.
containment. Yet 2 anti-airs in a row, and this time, second time's the charm. SenpaiSpyder goes with the unblockable choice of EX up fireworks. One of Metera's strongest options.
Able to teleport without getting punished there, but the last shot from full screen is going to take OrijinTREE out at the knees.
Turns out, no amount of knee pads or gothic magic or Beelzebub energy protects from a simple pink arrow to the knee.
Now, wait a minute. That was a gothic arrow, because look at this. This is the colors of a gothic e-girl
Absolutely.
Metera.
I think so too. Yeah, complete with the neon lighting on the bow.
Right.
Yep. Neon
LED
butterflies.
set up there. Exactly. The classic, before we know it, there's going to be, I don't know, a gamer chair just pulling up and say,
Oh, yeah.
nerf this, noob.
It's got the fox ears on it, of course. However, I'm sure OrijinTREE is not sitting in a gamer chair, but on top of a pelican case, which he
Oh my
regularly
goodness.
trains on top
Right.
of and sits on at tournaments, including all the things he needs. Photo gear, console, controller, whatever he needs is in there. And does he have the super he needs to kill here? I think he totally could have killed with a super combo, but maybe Origin wasn't looking at his SBA. Either way, SenpaiSpyder's left with a little bit of a chunk. It's enough to work with, especially if Metera can get a one-player game started. There it is.
Yeah. The low. What a mix for sure. Empty dash up or, unique jump in there from SenpaiSpyder to close it out. And that's so tough because you had the right decision to block low and then just, at the last moment, decided not to go with your gut. You got caught. Wall of nails for you, covering things up here. Jump back EX. Good clash from SenpaiSpyder.
Piece by piece, it's never very much damage at a time until Metera gets a butterfly combo like this. And for such a long-range explosive anti-air, that was still a pretty reasonable pickup from SenpaiSpyder, who still wanted more even. Delayed auto combo worked just on its own.
Okay.
2 hits there for OrijinTREE.
Whoa. Yeah, almost got away with another throw right there, too, from OrijinTREE. And nice spot dodge. Big jump H. Oh, my God. Not even going to follow up, but still, we mashed it out. OrijinTREE is, definitely looking really strong right now. Let's not get to... no! Origin!
Why? Why does the turnstile super have to keep happening like this? It's an SSBA hit here. I think he's just barely alive. Yeah, just
here.
barely.
Yeah. Yep. More subs were required for Metera to get a kill on that SBA.
It ain't happening.
Yeah, didn't reach the sub goal for Metera here, but SenpaiSpyder reaching the round and game victory condition here to move on in the bracket. 2-0 over OrijinTREE.
Plenty of opportunities for the hype train to continue for Metera's own personal stream. SenpaiSpyder trying to make a personal stream out of a winner's bracket run. We'll see how that goes. I'll maybe take a look at this Smash GG page. We can look at, challenge page. We can look at some of the opponents. Sorry, I was looking at /GG in winner's bracket playing against Jukem.
See, we all got mixed because I took a glance over at the chat and, Imperius says, I'll pull a spooky and put $1 in the pot. And I read it as, I'll put $1 in the hot tub. I was like, why did I read it as hot tub? It says
Metera's
hot
on
per
the screen.
sub. Yeah, it threw me off because I almost referenced hot tub stream. Like, this is not appropriate. We're gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the real reason it disconnected. I was getting the hot tub all set up.
Just fell on top of the modem is what happened. Like, oh God!
Dropped it in the water. It
You use your bathtub Herman Miller for your wonderful indoor sitting and bathing routine.
I'm in New York. I gotta my tub. I have to pick a half of the body that fits in it at one time.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. I saw Coming to America, and Eddie Murphy fit a hot tub in the apartment, so I think you could do it too.
That's
Eddie
true,
Murphy
potentially.
hit the hot tub in the apartment around the same time that he was singing, performing, and writing his #1 1980s hit "Party All the Time."
Oh damn!
In his New York life.
Yeah, honestly, much like many comedians, you kind of hit your stride, right? You get real popular, and you got to keep running and rolling with the punches, much like Zombmu, who has been on a streak all year, suffering only one blemish on the record.
Yeah, that's from Ren Charlotta, Japanese player, came to show us something about how the Japanese are very good at Gran Blue. Message received. They only needed to send one. They sent Ren.
They said, listen, guys.
Oh, is this
come on.
CAG Ladiva?
They said, this is my game, not yours. Mine.
We have respect for Gran Blue out here, okay? Yeah. And there is Djeeta. We did request it earlier, and Zombmu is kind enough to please us with the Djeeta performance instead of CAG.
Also,
which either way, no matter what, honestly, we'll see. Roll the dice, and Zombie will play a character.
Well, also, I never hear of a Ladiva player excited to play the Djeeta matchup. Djeeta's always been a champion of this Fireball game, right? Where Gran has more of the Ken design, I honestly feel Djeeta has more of the Ryu. Mixed in with some Sakura elements, of course, not just the short skirt, but also the chargeable fireballs for varyingly effective frame data, a little bit better data on the charge releases. And an EX Fireball from her has 10,000 layers. It just wins all Fireball wars. Not so relevant against Ladiva, who is immediately being tested in the corner. Alderon, normally a pretty patient player, but when somebody's cornered, their patience wears thin.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. A little bit too late on the Skybound art right there from Zombie.
You know, it was more unfortunate for Alderon to drop a full punish opportunity against the SBA in that situation.
Yeah, in a game like this, you definitely can't let damage go. That is for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
dead.
Wait.
Not actually dead. Not actually dead. But
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. No. Zombie didn't make a hit. This was Ladiva. Hold on. We got one more interaction at least.
I was thinking if it were straight to a EX Lariat cancel off that 2H anti-air, maybe off of a close H first, I think that possibly could have left Djeeta with like 1%, maybe dead. Maybe dead. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Possibilities are endless.
Long range DP on the LDP. It's a very active DP too from Djeeta, so Ladiva can run into it with normals pretty late and still just be denied the space. Be on the lookout against these fireballs. Ladiva's sweep is very good at counter hitting fireballs and early start. Hey, there's that Lariat cancel, but close H goes the wrong way. So sad.
Yeah, and that is really unfortunate.
The left way is where this combo was facing right now. Zombie finds the hard knockdown, completely out of cooldowns, going to use this SBA to get as much damage on the table as possible, but now pretty much the only mix-up is like throw versus overhead, I guess. I think maybe the Rekka will come back in time for a confirm. Here's Rekka, yeah.
Ooh, nice cancel and SPD right there, trying to even things up and does take the lead a little bit here.
Yep, but Zombie wakes up with buttons, and that's what denies Alderon what could have been a second command grab.
Right.
Have to meaty with the jump normal in order to deny those mash buttons, and Zombie is very familiar with all of the places in the game where Abari mashing will work. Really knows to just not let the Ladiva players get away with doing exactly what they want.
Yep, nice little EX Lariat there. Got the stagger approaching in dangerous territory right here, especially the EX headbutt. Goes for the big risk run-up throw attempt here, and Alderon checks that. Listen here, Zombmu. You gotta be careful in the ring against Ladiva. She can turn around and dunk a fool real quick.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of run-up throw you go for when you're trying to win 2 rounds straight, but in round 3, I think you can expect Zombmu to be a little bit more careful. Good clash choices from both players going to their 6-frame option. A trade is the result.
That's right there. Nice EX DP. Trying to take the turn back.
Yeah, stealing it. Close L for Ladiva, of course. Button, +2.
Yeah, nice, beautiful. Okay, there's the anti-air with the 2H. Ooh, try to go for the command. Unfortunate, not going to connect. A little bit too high.
Yep,
and this time,
the anti-air grab, it was actually an input error. You can see Alderon lost the regular grab cooldown, the furthest left on Ladiva's bar. It's back now, of course, so the mix-up is enforced. The Zombie can get huge damage here. Going straight to super, saving DP Ender for the follow-up combo, which still won't be able to kill, I don't think. This is a lot of health on Ladiva and not the most damaging combo.
Right, and of course, you know, this time around, at least going for the actual inputs on this one here for the Rave. And now Zombie playing that walk-down game, right? I mean, Alderon is, you know, making that forward approach, and Zombie is really trying to get Alderon to overcommit here, and it didn't work out last time. Alderon was able to pull out the victory and walked... Oh! Zombie into the corner. That could have been it right there.
Yeah, whiff punishes are some of Ladiva's strongest suit when Super's there, but Alderon didn't buffer it. And there's a whiff punish from Zombie to close out game 1. Dominant fashion. I like how when whiff punishing is on the mind, it's on Zombie's mind too. You lost a whiff punish opportunity? Well, I'll show you what you should do.
Classic, you know, like, hey, you know what? Let me teach you a thing or two about Gran Bloo.
Yeah, Djeeta Bloo.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Djeeta Bloo.
Who's taking the time here, I wonder? I've never heard of a non-Ladiva pick from Alderon Wolfbane.
You know, watch it. It's Zombie sending in the see there, Zombie sending in the DM, right? Of, you know, but hey, you know what? Next time, maybe if you try this, you might be able to. Why don't you try it? See what happens.
Yeah.
Play the mind games through DMs. Oh, big jump in though from Alderon.
Yeah, unfortunately, the EX headbutt cancel was a little too late, a little too far. It looked like a mix of both.
Going for the EX series there, not going to get the full block string, and it allows Alderon to jump out there. Zombie able to jab things out, not going to get it confirmed after, but check with the lows here. Charge Fireball gets dodged.
Whew.
Wow.
M Lariat is a very slow option for Ladiva. It'll still be a counter hit TOD, but it's kind of hard to make that thing counter hit. Although EX there, I think from Alderon could have counter hit the Zombmu EX Fireball.
Okay, good spot dodge, deep jump in, but unfortunately not going to get the follow-up there. Nice! That 5H will actually connect pretty well here for Zombie. And just a touch away from getting SSBA. Alderon, of course, already there. Trying to chip out. Yo, reads the run up and gonna get sweeped. Alderon has the opportunity and the tools to take the W for the round and will.
Fantastic, right? A command grab would have killed that life that low. Zombmu knew it. Alderon knew it. And Alderon still wins with the safe option. Confirmable light frame trap. So tight that Zombie couldn't even jump out. You saw a crouching hit there, meaning without counter hit, that Zombie was holding up. Because in this game, when you're going to jump, you have some pre-jump frames that are in a crouching state, just to make it more risky, because characters get better combos on crouchers in this game.
Exactly. All right, this EX Fireball once again here. Zombie in complete control of this round. Trying to turn it up to 11. Does get the DP before Body Splash can even make the attempt to connect here. Alderon once again walking Zombie down to this east side of the screen. 5H. Kind of keeping Alderon honest here. The low, not going to reach. No whiff punish, but EX headbutt is spent, so that's an opportunity here for Zombie. Just has to fish for the right hit. Gets one with the
Super's
EX
available.
Mm-hmm.
That's great because she can kill off light touches. Something like 2L and a far L is a very easy confirm for her. Djeeta also could see 5M super. We saw one hit there and no successful buffer for Zombie.
Mm-hmm. Got to try and chip away at health. The 2L to close out the round here. And Zombie on set point right now. Alderon still in this here. Still, you know, I do appreciate that patience, right? And still being able to walk down Zombie, but it's just, gosh, Djeeta's buttons in neutral extend so far and really checks Alderon's, you know, patience, tenacity to just kind of step block, trying to make that approach here. Going to get bounced off the wall.
Yeah, you know, Ladiva's hurt boxes on her buttons extend pretty far. I just wanted to draw attention to Zombie using that super jump cross up, making the 2H anti-air attempt from Ladiva whiff, and whiff punishing the 2H on the other side. That is what led to this whole nearly perfect sequence that Zombie was trying to take the set using.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate right now. Nice jump out. I'm going to call it that command grab. Oh, we're checking.
Yeah, Alderon's praying. A unique action grab, that'd be the sauce right now. Could probably take off like 60%. Still wouldn't be enough. Alderon completely out of options, and regardless of any opportunity frame-wise, Zombmu simply denies it with one turnstile DP, the only one he needed to take that set 2-0 over Alderon. The only time it ever happened right there was to win the set.
Mm-hmm.
Crushing for Alderon.
Exactly right. Like, my goodness. And it was a darn if you do, darn if you don't moment, right? We try to get that check and just, gosh, yeah, Zombie stealing it. Of course, we're seeing the replay here, no health at all even, so the chip would have came through and just absolutely blown up any attempt, even if Alderon still would have been blocking. So it was just like, if you got caught not putting anything on the table, then, you know, you don't want to regret anything by the time the match is over, right? You know, at least you tried.
Yeah, if Alderon could survive chip, I think a 2L could recover in time to block against a Djeeta DP, give her the offensive tool that Ladiva needs, and then also give the option of punishing on block. But in a chip situation, you better be backdashing out of the way or something. You know, that's all you got. You're Ladiva, no invincible option. Maybe spot dodge if you want.
Right.
That's about it.
And that'd be a hard read, if that.
Yeah, wake up spot dodge, not so good.
Yeah.
Not so good.
All right, so next up we do have CrazyDogma up against Selo or Selo?
Selo, I think.
Selo?
Yeah, let's do Selo, you know, because not to be confused with their alternative player Silo, S-I-L-O, the tower of Metera players. A whole silo of them in this bracket.
Yeah, all contained within one cylindrical type of container.
Yep. Cylindrical, we can pretend that word also starts with S, much like Selo and SenpaiSpyder, the Metera players we've seen so far. Right.
Oh, nice throw here. Selo is definitely taking a substantial lead against this Gran. Nice anti-air pickup here. Has enough to wrap it up and will.
Second
with the
hit
perfect
flash
even. My God.
Love that animation when it doesn't go to the cutscene. No cinematic required. CrazyDogma, though. We finally made it further to the right corner than I think we did before.
Right.
Trying to be patient, but still getting tagged while also not making the most space. Unfortunately for him, that's a recipe for disaster against Metera players like Selo.
Yeah, exactly. All right, big jump into. Yeah, it's so frustrating, too, to get caught by this. Again, like, playing up against zoning characters is always like a test of patience. And when you're playing as Gran here, that Fireball War, like, you could try to participate in, but as you can see, Metera stands to win in a lot of those situations, especially if butterflies get set up, things like that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Dogma with the offense, sticking to her like glue. What a devastating round for him. This is a huge damage. She's goner.
Oh my god.
9,500 life Metera is a goner. CrazyDogma can clip that round, and we can fit it in 130-second clip. At least their part in the run.
Sure,
No, alive.
we gotta sneeze.
It's chippable. Come on, just throw the DP.
Just do anything.
DP. Yeah. Look, it said counter and crush. I believe that qualifies as a crush counter in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
I see. Quickly, V trigger, and what do they do in Street Fighter?
Crush counter DP, V reversal, Luke low medium kick on Ladiva.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yes.
V trigger combo, instant cancel,
V shift,
shift, shadows.
wake up 3-frame jab.
You spark quickly.
Yeah. As my phone autocorrect tells me when I try to send people DBFZ tech, sparkling blast.
Oh.
Always with the sparkling water with my sparkling blast combos.
That'd be pretty crisp, just like this combo here to close out the set. Or not the set, excuse me, the game. Wow, I got a little ahead of myself here. It was Selo closing out that game.
Selo earns their right to Sally, at least for one game. But, don't stand up. Otherwise, we'll have to ask you, what are you standing up for? CrazyDogma, we've seen, can make comebacks very quickly.
Right.
But just can't quite finish the comebacks. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Well, we got the one round. And that was substantial, too, especially into that combo. I mean, like, we immediately caught up a chip away from killing it. Definitely got it. Good anti-air. Carry to the corner here with boots.
Yeah, Gran 2H is fantastic. Great anti-air. Very wide. Oh, long range counter hit pickup off 2M. Big combo. Yeah, this is textbook Gran right here from Dogma.
Right.
The explosiveness,
nice reset. Yeah, nice little reset right there, too, because we weren't going to get the kill there. Probably could have spent with the Skybound Art and at least just... I mean, the damage optimization is already kind of done, right? We've already...
Yeah, it would be pretty scaled. You want to save it for something that'll kill, and especially with Grand combos, you want to make sure you're getting both hits of super. You need a close contact.
Right.
Level. Hard to get that in that kind of juggle situation we were in before.
Oh, no!
Metera hop is so hard to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, full animation, too. That's so unfortunate because we could have done like an easy input DP right there, if anything. But you're right. Geez, just like Eno and Guilty Gear, right? You see that coming, and it's just like, oh crap! Like you want to react to it, and sometimes it can be pretty difficult to do it when you're not thinking about it.
Yeah, fast aerial movement. I mean, the 2H was clearly, clearly a quick reaction like that, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be very quick because 2H is among your slowest normals.
Right.
However, she can also, actually, I'm not sure. Can she block during hop? If she can, then DP is risky, right? Because she can just air block and punish Gran's DP. There's not any extra meaningful block stun like in some other fighting game like Guilty Gear.
Right. Yeah, no, she's committed on like Eno right there with the air dash. So.
Yeah.
All right, the 5L comes in. Nice. Man. There it is right there. Early enough, preemptively getting that 2H.
Yeah, honestly, Dogma's mashing 2H on far hits, just knowing that Metera players will all cancel, just trying to get some kind of block string started.
Right.
It's actually kind of beautiful. Choosing to play non-reactively and always succeeding in these 2H assumptions is Dogma right now.
Hey, we're checking. Nice 2 M's there. Trying to remain safe. Stay close. Oh, not a counter hit. You're lucky for that one, though.
Low crush the 2L instead. Yep.
Right.
Over.
Selo's definitely in trouble here. Oh, wow. No, not what we're looking for, but still able to recover in time. Get the 5L. Let's get with butterflies.
These test your defense. A lot of noise on the screen. Selo succeeds with 2L empty jump. Right. Pretty conventional overhead BD reset. Safe jumping, it looks like. Dogma has all the options to get up. Great pickup. Nice crouching hit. Next combo leads to the corner. Even this throw does. Now anything will kill for Dogma.
Right, absolutely. Just need to get that hit. And Selo is looking really good right now, too. Already pushed back to full screen against CrazyDogma, and Dogma has to be patient.
Just got a boot. It's out of boot range now. We are no wall bounce guaranteed.
Right.
We'd have to switch sides at this rate.
Oh wow!
There's the side switch.
The throw. Okay, one more interaction will do it, but what's it gonna be? Sets yourself up for block there. EX through the DP to steal your turn. CrazyDogma living up to their name. Crazy as ever.
It looked crazy and it happened fast. It might have been crazy, but I think with all those specials stacked on top of each other, if Selo continued blocking, they'd get chipped out by the second repetition of Bronze DP, but not the first. So it was a really interesting situation and very hard to keep up with at that pace. I would review that to see if it was truly a chip situation. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me. Wow,
Wow,
running under the
wow.
fireworks. Great
Yeah.
matchup awareness from Dogma.
Yeah, that was actually really good reactions from Dogma here, which we've been seeing throughout this entire set, right? Just really quick reactions, able to punish, a ton of these dash-ins, and just that awareness, like you said, really smart to get out of the corner. And again, still chasing Selo down, not giving Selo any room to breathe. EX off the wall.
Bye.
Good stuff here from CrazyDogma. The two-step coming through for the victory.
Look at that knee. It's the most powerful knee in Gran Blue.
Yes!
I can't believe this sword character on his supers just decides to knee you.
Yeah, just, had some conversations with Captain Falcon out there, just took a
I
couple
cannot
notes.
believe Gran's forward air in this game. It's so powerful. It kills it like 23%.
Yeah, wow.
And Dogma 2 navigating the zoning much better than in the start of the set. Not losing
Yes.
any stray hits lane. A lot of patience and even spot dodging on things. Ducking under the high arrows is very critical, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of players getting frustrated with the zoning, right? Especially trying to get close like Gran here. Selo really drawing the line here with 5L, but still CrazyDogma getting used to the patterns that Selo is putting out there and, trying to avoid these hits. Big anti-air, though, from Selo. And in control for this round here, just until, wait a minute.
That boot was one for the ages if that made contact.
Yeah, if that would have hit, my God. We've seen it once, you can see it again.
Yeah. I love when Gran players show you their understanding of the risk reward by just letting boot rip regardless of the circumstance, so long as the opponent is near the corner.
Yes.
It just makes sense. It simply does.
Ooh, yep, stood up a little bit too early. Maybe was trying to just forward dodge.
Yep. Super Jump's a great movement tool. Gran's got the unique action jump in. It can hit on either side as a great deep cross-up.
Oh, no. That was a good block, though, but unfortunately got caught by the second hit of Jump H.
Yeah, Dogma was playing the set from behind, had the first match point, actually, but Selo has returned themselves to a much more winnable match point than Dogma has ever had. Dogma just ran out of the corner. That's critical. Metera instantly correcting the problem. Whoa, wake up, H! Oh, my God! Devastating blow. All 50 life gone.
Oh
Dogma
my
getting
God.
another comeback started. Has all the cooldowns available. Anything into EX boot is a kill, I think.
Crazy Dogma. Came out with the jump L, able to get out, but unfortunately going to get anti-air by Selo. Closing it out 2-1 against CrazyDogma, which, my God, that was actually an explosive ending right there. Like you said, we were already in this corner situation here. Had the EX boot, which could have been, honestly, off a counter hit off the wall, probably could have killed right here. It would have been real close, but that jump out, wow, from Selo there, and just immediate awareness, just taking aim, firing, perfect anti-air.
Yeah.
But Dogma, definitely don't count Dogma out because that was clearly, that was a solid game.
I would draw attention, too, to Selo's choice of winning this round with positioning. Immediately exiting the corner on the double jump sealed Dogma's fate, I think, because there's no way that CrazyDogma could win without a corner combo there. He simply couldn't achieve enough damage without a wall bounce. So, of course, the choice becomes run up and try and get a nice cross-up jump in. Selo keeps moving backwards with Metera and keeps Gran in anti-air range and finishes it with 2H. It was textbook, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, we'll see how if Selo is taking any notes in that set, because next up they do have to go up against Kilo. So
another Gran player, huh?
Yeah, so good luck to you, Selo. But before we get to that, we do have Zombmu up
I'm
against
stoked
Slash
for this
GG.
one. I'm really, really stoked for this one. I like seeing Ferry play. I feel like maybe they played at Frosty's. I can't remember. I watched a bunch of sets there, and I want to say they played each other at Frosty Faustings on stage, but I could be completely wrong. I know I did see both of them play, though.
Okay.
If you saw a Ferry in top 8, I think it was Flower Man.
Right, Flower in top 8 for sure.
Well, I watched top 24.
Right.
But maybe I'm mixing all the Ferry players into one. It has been known to happen.
You wouldn't be wrong, right? They all share one mind.
One cool thing about Flower Man is if you were watching him in top 8 about multiple games, that includes BB Tag, of course. Gran Blue, of course. What an amazing player. I think their first offline tournament was Frosty's, making a huge splash.
Wait, what? That was their first offline? God damn.
I think so.
Well, no, not the first. First major offline for sure.
Yeah, that's what
but Flower has been around the block for quite some time. Of course, made an appearance at Roundhouse and took that sucker for Gran Blue. So Great work for Flower at that one there. But yeah, Flower's been, a strong competitor for quite some time there, especially in the BB tag. But do have Zombmu out here in Slash.
True titans of this game too. And,
right.
You can tell they play a lot, right? Because Slash GG is rocking that Vern whip. And Zombie, of course, playing default Djeeta, a purist, a champion of the game.
Zombie is always playing default colors, like default CAG, right? So,
well, I think if you're the best with your character, you deserve the default. So if you're default CAG,
okay.
if you're Zombie, you deserve default CAG. And with the performance I've seen so far, it looks like you can maybe deserve default Djeeta.
Okay. Very interesting, because I thought the rules were you just claim it on Twitter. Is what you do, is that this is my color, and if I see anybody using this color, you're banned. Is what
I can't stop other people.
I don't know.
I can't stop other people from using default because I use default myself. We all deserve it, And it's so efficient. You don't have to scroll over. You don't have to make sure your color's on the setup. You know exactly what you're going to get, and you're used to seeing it.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about if the setup has DLC purchase. You just select and go.
Yeah.
Right,
go
big
straight
jump
to the
in.
Left corner, straight to it, and Zombie with the perfect crouching link in 2L into 2M. That is crouching exclusive. And there's your standing combo demonstrator right after 2L, 5L. A lot of characters make that distinction. On standing, they go to 5L. On a crouching combo, they go to 2M. Swinging out. Ooh. Zombie trying to use the widely active close H as an anti-air. You'll see it probably sometime. It's one of the best options against the Ferry whip.
Ooh! From downtown run-up throw. Let's throw out the DP, still stealing the turn. Zombie is a brave individual.
Especially with a life lead like that and contending against the mid-screen Ferry punish. The risk reward is very much in Zombmu's favor. He wins off a turnstile DP, and Ferry would only get a mediocre punish, but possibly into set play. That would be the devastating thing there, but that's why Zombie did medium DP and not HDP, not EX, because the cooldown would be back for another DP right afterwards.
Exactly. All right. Good roll from Slash GG here. Nice little medium poke there. It goes for the Jimmy Wimmy and does succeed, but not going to get a confirm after.
Yeah, it was a big probate. One of the best ways to do it with walking. It's a very low risk, no commitment to overheads.
Just walked at me. I was scared. Just like I'm going to be scared when I put into a corner by Ferry here. EXDP, my God, what a rip from Zombie.
Well, the DP wasted some of this install time. Haven't seen much in the way of devastating combos yet. Yeah, not even, honestly, all of that could have been regular.
Abari, UU, and able to get the knockdown, but we're on the wall here. SSBA is available, and what a turnaround for Zombie. Able to get the full, not even needed the full animation, just DP out here, and we got that kill.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice super, and against Ferry with 9,500 life, Zombie knew it would kill. We all did. Right?
Yeah, Zombie totally knew.
Yeah. BD Light, everyone's favorite anti-DP measure. 10 frame, I think that's 10 frame HDP from Ferry. Very, very much close to level. And then an errant throw tech immediately exposed by overhead from Zombie, who didn't go to Rekka. Had some combo options there and chose none of them. Chose a combo that doesn't exist for this anti-air pickup attempt. Zombmu learning and experimenting right now until ending this set with chip damage, winning 2-0 over Slash GG. Playing exemplary, right? I love seeing the close lights against Ferry's DP on Wake Up. I like seeing 2Ls there too. And getting unpunished for a turnstile, I mean, that just warms my heart. That's a beautiful play from Zombie, who just stayed committed to the chip idea until the Rekka did it.
Exactly. I mean, when you have the gumption to really just, throw DPs like that out there, the confidence that, nothing bad's really going to happen to me. I'm in control of this neutral game, so I'm just going to throw it out there. I have, more in it to win right now, at least, right? So if I do lose this DP, or this interaction, get punished, that's totally fine because I have plenty of health to make up for it.
To an extent, there's a checkmate situation there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's winners finals for Zombmu. They will be playing the winner of Selo and Kilo. 4-letter names that end with LO. Selo and Kilo.
One of them is going to get some Jello.
Gran Metera again?
Yeah,
I think
should
so.
be.
Exact matchup run back. Although Kilo does have a Belial, also known as Belial.
Right, that's true.
And we have seen that, I think the last time we were here, actually, we watched
Yeah.
Kilo Belial win the event from losers.
That's true. He came back.
Which was really surprising, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Just as surprising as checking out that match arena right there. We still had 26 codes left to use up. The prize pot sitting at a nice palmy 106.80. Look, props to the Gran Blue community out there. Always just turning out like a massive pot for all the players coming through. So definitely tweet it out if you've already used it. Yeah, exactly. It's free money. Tweet it out if you've already used the code. Let folks know Gran Blue is going on right now.
Including round 1 of Kilo versus Selo, a matchup that I'm not going to get tired of announcing the player names within.
Yeah, and of course, like we were talking about, Belial out here for Kilo, so this is going to be interesting here. Probably just doesn't want to deal with the, the less tools that are, I guess, like different tools that Gran has available. I mean, we saw that fight earlier, but I think Belial is also a really strong choice in this matchup too, especially when we think about how unique action works.
Yep, unique action, instant projectile parry, teleporting into a stomp. If used up close or even at mid-range, guarantees punishes against projectile. And from far away, if Metera blocks, Belial still stays in. And within the range of his 10 frame H into wonderful cancels like EX Fireball, EX Asmodeus for corner combo pickups, the character is going to be winning as soon as he's within, half screen distance. Like we just saw, there's your far H and an EX Fireball. Character defining cancels.
Oh no, got called out right there. And still got crossed out. Was able to block at the last second though.
Yeah. Pretty patient approach from Selo. Has the SSBA advantage. I think that's probably the only thing he has over Kilo right now. Oh!
No, Asmodeus. Not EX though, but jab it out. My goodness.
There's delayed cancel Asmodeus off that sweep to you, which I think is what caught Selo moving, possibly forward, trying to get a jump started. Immediately got grabbed.
Okay, nice sweep right there. The reach on that is so misleading. Like, I didn't realize that Belial's sweep had that range. It just seems to be like the very tip. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Godlike normal, some low profile properties. And Kilo, as a Gran player, is used to using sweep as one of the best normals on the character.
Right?
It fits like a glove.
It's almost as though Belial is just like a better Gran option. You're just missing out on Boot, which, is replaced with Asmodeus in a way.
Why play a Shoto when you can play a super Shoto, or at least a superb Shoto?
Right. The Akuma, if you will. Just no air fireball.
And has the exact same life. Not a glass cannon. And yeah, not as much armor as Gran, who wears, I'm pretty sure it's just a shoulder plate. Belial has even less.
He's got chest plate. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's a chest plate and one armor. Yeah, that's it, right. Yeah, that's some good armor. Maybe they should give him 10,500 life.
I don't know if you've seen the anime, but it's not that good. He gets blasted like in the first episode. Like it's pretty rough. Yeah.
Nice.
Poor Kip for the village, able to go on an adventure at least though. Just committed to one single individual forever that they just met. But Gran's a hero.
Weird.
Unlike Belial, where Belial just doesn't care and will try to murder people.
Yeah. Metera going to be the next victim. I'm sure she's thrilled with this occasion.
Right, good dodge on the rim, but the jump in though, I don't know. Selo might be showing us the alternate history right here, taking the first game.
Yeah. Selo might be sealing the fate of Kilo for that round game 1 ending. Nice delay. I like seeing SSBA to end it. Great character poses on those. Although that was just regular SBA.
Ooh, there's that parry. Finally called it. Close the gap there. 5 Ls just interrupting and honestly checking the space, daring you to cross the line. Like if you keep approaching, parry does not get challenged until like another moment of staring down in the neutral. But the pinwheel able to pick up. Nice, quick decision making from Kilo.
Yeah, blocking parry isn't the end of the world, but if you recover in time against Belial, you can spot dodge the parry stomp, and then you truly gain advantage. And that's what I think Selo needs to figure that out to make sure Kilo doesn't gain any more options as this set goes on, because we have all observed that parry has been mostly uncontested so far. No such spot dodge. Ooh, preemptive 2Hs. Yeah, that's Kilo taking a page out of the CrazyDogma book, just letting them rip in advance.
Nice throw, deep jump in here. Mess around and find out with the 2M, and we're going to push out. Oh, wow. Wow, I wouldn't have known where to block, so hold the block button.
Damn right, Kilo knows it. A real Gran Blue player. Put the Gran in Gran Blue for a while. Now put the Belial in Belial Blue. Oh, 2H a little early. Empty jumping or delayed jump-ins, also advantageous. Great way to score surprising amounts of damage on a nice low hit like that.
Oh, there's that parry close range too, like what you were talking about too, right? Like not able to really challenge it, not able to recover in time, so a free punish.
Yep.
Nice anti-air, immediate skybound art here. Full animation will get the round.
Yeah, I like the immediate animation too. Great choice. Great win pose. You know, picking up the combo wouldn't have been too hard with a far H after, but if you know it's going to kill the way it will, go straight to super. You know, show me the cutscene. Let the movie do the work.
Absolutely, you get an extended break right there, you know, and still, you know, the satisfaction to know that you earned that W right there. Look at your opponent directly in the eye, call them up on Discord, turn on the cams, and look them directly in the eye. Say, I won. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, it looks like we saw a delayed spin on EX Fireball, allowed Kilo to pick up a nice little knockdown, resulting in the current corner situation that Silos found themselves in. Found a way out off the 5L EX Arrow Mash, one of Metera's best preemptive Amare tools. You can count that all those 5Ls that Silo's pressing on contact will be canceled into that exact EX Arrow right there. Crouching counter hit, it'll pick up the combo. Oh, didn't spot dodge the parry once again. 2L recovers in time, for sure, to spot dodge against parry.
Wow. Really deep jump in right there. EX Asmodeus going to get that pickup. Okay, got the throw.
Low pushback on that, plus on block 2M. Ooh, stand
that's
out.
a W.
So Kilo, I think, maybe lost game 1 and has since taken maybe like 3 rounds straight, I think. Put themselves on set point, playing it from behind at first, now in the lead.
A nice DP challenge right out there. Caught low. That's really unfortunate. Going to push right back to the corner. Run up, throw. Wasn't ready for it. And now the onslaught begins. Spot dodge. We tried to shut it down with the second swing of, you know, the 5H. But a nice little dodge right there from Selo.
Yeah, Selo's still dodging, even using spot dodge. Saw Kilo with a great aggressive choice to run up in 2L. Right. It doesn't hit low, but it's a 5-frame option with great link options. And so a natural way to punish people backdashing or spot dodging. Ooh, great buffer from Selo. Now in that kind of... right to the SSBA buffer off 2H. That gives Kilo the victory immediately. The same strategy employed to take game 2 for them. Takes the third game and ends the set. A 2-1 victory for Kilo over Selo.
Are we sure?
Kind of losers.
Are we sure this is online? Like, is this online or is it offline? I'm confused. Like, my God.
You can buffer 2Hs online or offline, and it's still a good idea. What is a Metera player going to do to get a comeback started and have an SSBA combo opportunity other than get in with Hop? You know, they really value the auto combo pressure. They value keeping the block string going and pushing you towards the corner on block. And Kilo denied that all well in advance with 2H and SSBA.
Elo out here just using the fundamentals and just the super Skymon art. My goodness gracious.
Damn. Dude, Kilo's so scary. With all of his characters.
Right, like you get to these top 8 like positions here and you look at the players that started playing Gran Blue as Gran or like Catalina are some of the most terrifying players out there because
absolutely.
They have the strong fundamentals and you know that just one wrong move you're going to get blown up. And that happened immediately after too, like Djeeta dropping and so many players moved over to Djeeta, so you had a repeat. And, you know, we've not stopped witnessing the PTSD. So the reaction from Kilo, like, it's shocking to see still to this day, but like we've seen it so many times. It is really impressive, especially in an online setting for sure. Appreciate the hashtag play GBVS. And of course, I know all of you are putting out there too in the chat that glorious Discord for Gran Blue, the NAPC Discord, and also make sure you check out the WASD Discord as well to get into these tournaments out here, both the beginners and this one is the open bracket. So definitely tune in for those. It's $20 to join in now. It's really easy, and if you want the whole entire game, It's just $50. It's not a big deal.
That's true. For a split second, I thought you were saying the brackets were $20, and I was like, "Where is he getting this?"
Don't worry about it. Just keep donating directly to the Zero Syndicate PayPal, and I assure you that's going to make it into the match arena. Don't do that. Don't take this out of context either.
Is this one of those deluxe veterans brackets with $20 for registration fees and like because the players aren't making enough or something?
The high risk bracket. Yeah.
It's a high risk bracket.
It's the high roller bracket. That's
high roller bracket. Yep. That's the one.
I've heard about those. They come up every now and again. What an idea.
Do they actually for like
they do every now and again. They do like
really?
Yeah, well, but it's one of those things though that like you know what you're getting into if you're spending the money into it, right?
That's
like
true,
it's not like
true.
always like the guaranteed bracket, but it's there. Like it is called at face value. It's a high roller bracket, so you put in a ton of money and it's your gamble, right? So you want to get that fix, you know? It's just like, hey, you know what? I don't want to pull any Gran Blue pulls. I want to pull $20 to do a pot and see what I can get out of it.
I'm for what was that? I remember Apology Man, like everyone was like auctioning on teams in Dragon Ball, and Apology Man put in like $75 and got a terrible team.
Oh no.
Somebody bought a character for $5 and won the tournament.
Yeah.
Won over $1,000 with it.
Oh wait, we got the
fantastic.
mirror with Shuaboo? What?
Okay.
My eyes! My eyes!
And they
Now,
picked
wait a
like the
minute.
same color. Wait, this is toxic.
Right?
it's even
Origin
worse.
Tree out here with the Vern colors and the Vern gloves.
This must
Shuaboo.
be some kind of collusion effort being made. Of course, Origin already looking like the superior Beelzebub. Maybe Shuaboo trying to have some fun here. Maybe
Right.
Origin choosing the Vern color, submitting his own color choice in advance. Honestly, I'm not sure I've ever seen Origin not play default Beelzebub, so I'm a little confused right now.
You know, I've seen Origin play like the red Beelzebub before. This is a new one, that's for sure, though.
Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, I think it is like Shuaboo having a good old time out here. I mean, I've not very often seen Shuaboo play Beelzebub since, Belial.
Right. Hey, great choice. Yeah, everyone's spending dive kicks left and right. Look at all there's tons of EX and H moves being used. Shuaboo had used all of theirs, and
My
Origin
God.
was, of course, letting them rip as well. Now look, Shuaboo's got the -1 diamond, and Origin's got 0, so I'm pretty sure Origin is looking like the superior Beelzebub going into this one in terms of the rankings by 1 whole diamond.
Wow, that means that OrijinTREE is moving forward, and Shuaboo can only move backwards.
Yes. Only move backwards until the 6 comes out, in which case 6 diamonds will spawn in immediately in Shuaboo's possession. But until then,
Look, I don't know about the 6 diamonds. Maybe like 7 Dragon Balls can come through. And you place a wish. Maybe you want the extra spark to extend your combo a little bit further, get a second chance. I don't know. Oh my God! The double teleport!
Yeah. Surely they won't teleport again. It's not like it should be more reactable when you see it again immediately or anything. Dive kicks, chasing dive kicks, but no contact. Just left in a point-blank situation. And Shuaboo got out of the corner, buffering. Still trying to fight out that same corner. Unable to jump over. EX projectile, though. Those little needles are such a high wall. One of the best parts of that projectile. And stealing a DP is OrijinTREE, along with the rest of Shuaboo's life bar. Looking to meaty with 2L, keep it nice and DP safe. But DP isn't back yet for Shuaboo. It's returned now.
I'm sorry, I can't take these Vern gloves seriously. It's so I
awful.
imagine that they squeak. I know they don't, but every time they do the squeaky toy sound on every hit, it's a squeaky.
No doubt. Yeah. OrijinTREE firing some needles. Shuaboo with a well-timed spot dodge denies them. Also resists the gravity pull. Trying to take this game 1 in the Beelzebub mirror. There it is.
Whoa! All
Full
right, so
combo
Shuaboo.
jumping.
Yeah, asserting that dominance.
Hey, just because we have our expectations of character choices doesn't mean that somebody else is colluding or denying knowledge. It's totally you know, sometimes it's just time to debut something new. And we're the lucky audience that gets to see it for what is our first time. Might not be Shuaboo's friend's first time.
Right.
There might have been some secret training partners involved in the development of this Beelzebub.
You know, ever since Shuaboo got sponsored by Reese's Puffs, it's just changed Shuaboo entirely. Like, I don't know for better or for worse, but Shuaboo, you're kind of nutty right now, okay?
Bizarrely, though, Shuaboo is not playing orange Reese's Puffs colored Beelzebub, which I'm sure exists. I think the Vern colors are somewhat closer to the Reese's Puffs color grading. And that's being ref by OrijinTREE.
Ooh. SDP push out. Let's see, Origin really trying out here.
Right, Origin losing all cooldowns.
Nice.
All that remains is DP.
Oh, but the teleport through the wall? My God. Nice pickup here.
What the hell?
No, go for the overhead reset. Yikes.
Yeah, not enough time to do that. Shuaboo jumped out. No contest. Caught Origin landing with a full jump in. Got trip guarded, and SSBA on the punish will do it for Origin's life bar here. That's a very evil spirit bomb. You don't want to be at the center of that. There's a lot of curse words and anger and rage in there.
Oh, you mean Twitter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Twitter ball.
You don't want to be in the center of Twitter. That's for sure.
One dive kick later, Origin secures the corner, but Shuaboo is very experienced with people using those overheads to add third potential counter hits to block strings.
Jeez, and you know, OrijinTREE trying everything to open up Shuaboo. Shuaboo's just not budging. And honestly, like, wow. Respect the patience from Shuaboo, right? Because OrijinTREE is not mixing things up, right? No highs right there, so only has to block low.
Yeah, and then Origin teleported himself to the corner. Is he going to exit the corner with this combo? No, you didn't run under. I'm sure that's an option for Beelzebub.
Teleport for teleport.
Yeah,
relax.
he can run under.
Yeah. He can run under, and you know what? He has enough time to teabag on the other side and add some style to his combo while the black hole does its thing. And yet still, none of the Beelzebub players do it, and they're playing the most evil character in the game. So I say, what gives?
Wait, is Beelzebub the most evil, or is Belial the most evil? Or is just Belial too, you know?
Listen, when this game launched, and Beelzebub was the original first DLC, he was the most evil character. That's canon.
True. That is canon.
Yeah.
Wow.
That hits
so unfortunate to teleport right on top of your, death.
Yeah, from an already extended, very active JH Beyblade. Yeah, spinning. Look, such an excellent jumping from Beelzebub.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout too for his very fast 2N to pick up combos off of it, done from a nice low height like that.
Oh wow, okay. Deep cross up, not gonna work out here for Shuaboo. Or wow, I got mixed already. Origin.
Yeah. Ah, black hole so active, yet still okay. No teabag, but good corner carry on the combo from Origin. Wants to take a game and reassert himself as the original Beelzebub.
Oh, fully charged wall of nails out here. Goes for the light. EX chasing EX once again, and definitely going to hold this corner. Nice teleport out from OrijinTREE. We see more jumping activity and a lot of it from Origin, and it seems to be paying off pretty well. A nice teleport. Yeah. Just spend it all. Go for it.
He only briefly cornered himself with the teleport, then got out. Picked up a small dive kick combo to super. Unique corner exclusive combo there off dive kick. Not the strongest, but it's the only thing that's available, and that's what makes it good.
Okay, good spot dodge right there. Still trying to see. We're seeing so much more aerial movement on Origin. It's really like, how do you pin this down, right? Aside from doing nails, and honestly, Origin's doing a great job of just avoiding interactions, unless if it's positive for OrijinTREE to close things out here. And with Origin in such a Origin, what are you doing?
Yeah, they just have to teleport. It's just in their code, you know. They want to teleport around to the other side of dive kicks and then chase the dive kick with their dive kick. They want to teleport around another teleport, and sometimes nobody's doing nothing, and you get teleported into a confident light punish, which is why, a game has been lost, a game has been won from each.
Right.
It's an exciting time to be a Beelzebub player,
especially
one in this match.
Do you think Shuaboo pours the milk first, or is it cereal first? I know this has nothing to do with the match, but I have concerns. It might say a lot about Shuaboo.
Let's say that for now, given that Origin's the one playing the Vern color, we're going to assume he's a weirder guy. And so let's say that it's cereal first for Shuaboo, just playing a normaler red color.
Of course. All right. Just making sure that Shuaboo is an acceptable individual in society, I want it out there while we're here live. That's all I'm concerned about, is that we got to make sure the cereal gets poured in first.
Yeah. Listen, you can microwave it all in the end if you want to. I won't fault you for it.
Okay, if it's oatmeal, yeah, but go on.
I'm no imperial for how your breakfast is served to you personally. It's one of the most private meals of the day. I won't even see you eating it. You can do whatever you want.
Just privately, yeah. I mean, I guess you could. Any meal is technically a private meal if you just eat by yourself.
Hey, good news for the chat. Those of you reading it have found that Origin is taking this time now to change colors back to what I assume is default. So fighting with honor. Oh, yeah. I've seen Origin use this color.
Right. You've asserted your dominance. You've proven that you earned the mantle of Beelzebub, rightfully so.
Wait, is this tournament legal? Wasn't it? Oh no, Origin won the second.
Yeah, Origin just won.
Colors. Yeah. And then Shuaboo changed. All right, there we go. Yeah.
See, you mixed yourself. See, too many Beelzebubs.
Yeah, so it goes. Commentating can be hard.
Corner, my goodness, Shuaboo back on 6 right now. Yeah, definitely what we're more used to seeing lately from Shuaboo here. And the reversal, go ahead, try to jab it out, but it's not going to work out for you. Origin getting some space. Nice, EX nails.
Coming back is still so hard. so hard.
Yeah, and trying to risk it all with the empty jump. I mean, Shuaboo ready for it to jab it out.
Why not, right? Anything will kill.
Exactly. Okay,
Super
DP.
slow MDP. It's actually so slow that it's advantageous. People think they're safe and ready to do an offense, and then the DP hits them.
Okay, EX dive kick, nice little pickup. Not going to get the full conversion, a little bit too far. Good recognition from OrijinTREE, though. And still maintaining that corner dominance. Mike! Hello, the side swap anti-air? This is a bad look right now.
It's rude. It's such a troublesome spot. But Origin got teleport. Could even maybe dive kick to the other side. Yeah, okay, DP. Another great reversal option. And dive kick was uncontested. Not even countered from 6, who have... Definitely the counter could work against dive kick, too. Could do it on reaction with quick input if you choose.
A good spot dodge right there. Goes for off the wall. The EX dive was baiting things out here. Not going to work out for OrijinTREE. We got to get this hit confirmed, and Shuaboo has just been on point in defense right now. Yeah,
Shuaboo would almost always just move away from the dive kick rather than getting the counter against it.
Yeah, probably doesn't want to lose the turn, right? Like, has DP available, so probably doesn't want to chance that interaction, maybe.
Well, if you know that dive kick starting up like it's M or H, you can just know that nothing else can come, right? Anyway, Shuaboo ended taking the round, playing with that small sliver of life. Ended up getting these like really strong stray hits, picked up like 20% touches, and those are enough to spell the end for OrijinTREE. Loser's bracket life ended regardless of the color choice. Still better to go out with beautiful white and purple Beelzebub than the Vern that dug him that game 1 loss in the mirror. I'd love to see Origin continue in this matchup, but it is only 2 out of 3, so we got to keep moving here. Congrats to them making top 8. Love to see you.
Dude, I hope we see him again. I like Bubs. Bubs is the first character I tried to play.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you had it hard at the beginning.
Yeah.
Both you and Origin had it real hard.
Oh my god, that walk speed in Season 1 was so bad.
I'd like to see you guys have the Herman Miller versus Pelican Case matchup for your seats.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's over.
I
still appreciate seeing the tweets out there. At any time Origin shows up at any sort of like local, it's like, who the heck is it? No furniture? What's happening here? You got a Pelican box?
That I actually saw that on stage at Frosty's. I don't know if it was Origin, but I saw somebody sitting on a Pelican case.
Oh,
and
that's like that's for sure.
I was like, are they missing a chair? Like, what happened?
Nope. Nah, the Pelican encourages fantastic posture, which Origin also has. He even, he can lose with dignity and grace with that posture of his, even here in the chat, right?
See, that's the thing, though, right? Origin is such a kind individual that instead of taking up a chair so somebody else doesn't get a chair, he just brings his own, just to make sure everyone can have a seat and watch Gran Blue. Like, that is the Origin way.
Origin was screaming, apparently, during the mirror.
I can't see it. I can't see it. But yet I could.
I'd be screaming. If anyone were to put my ego on the line by mirroring me, I'd be so upset. I mean, at least he took that game and ended up losing to the 6. I think that's a little more fair. And the 6 is returned, this time piloted by Spauldo against SenpaiSpyder. Good day for the S names. By the way, we've seen this matchup have a certain set of expectations before, with 6's speed being overwhelming for Metera, but the trick is Metera gets so much mileage off of Abare and successful defensive dashes that she actually can become like a nightmare for 6. Sticking to him like Bloo, right? The parry option just lost horribly to a delayed butterfly activation into a full combo, and I think that's an informed choice from SenpaiSpyder. Knowing how strong that parry is, knowing that there's no OS dodge you can do against it, you just have to represent that delayed hit and have the butterfly on them, making it even more tempting for them to parry and then punish them even harder for it using butterfly.
Oh, wow. Big swing. No confirm after, though. Spauldo trying to find that footing.
A lot of Meteras end up dropping that combo from far M, going to EX arrow. It's a big loss of meter and resources. Butterflies following Metera to the corner that could spell her doom as Spauldo gets a sequence started. Plenty more specials available too.
Ooh. Yeah, really gambling on that parry attempt there. A risky business too, considering the life deficit that you're at here. SenpaiSpyder closing out that first game.
Against an unmasked 6 from Spauldo.
My goodness. I'm not comfortable seeing this cartoon face on 6 here. It's really unsettling, like Courage the Cowardly Dog unsettling. That one episode with the fox and the white mask. I think y'all know what I'm talking about.
How is the mask starting off gone now? I don't understand.
Well, mask is right there. Yeah, it's a mask. There's a mask.
What?
He's got like a TV mask on.
I have no idea. That's crazy.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Spauldo, for catching me up with game mechanics that have been around, battle pass and whatnot. You know, in truth, I don't even have Percival's baseball bat. I'm a fraud. I never bought it.
Wow, unbelievable. Yeah. Can you really call yourself a Percival player?
I love the flambard. What can I say?
Well, this is a big grip of damage here for SenpaiSpyder, trying to turn things around. Challenged by Spauldo on Wake Up, and my God, the punish here, not able to finish it out quite yet, and both are pretty close to that chip, and there it is right there. Look at that fireball coming through. My God, thread the needle from SenpaiSpyder.
If you get under an air projectile in this game, no matter who's shooting them, whether it's like Zoe or 6 or anyone, it's a recipe for absolute victory. Reading it right, moving under, and getting a full punish. SenpaiSpyder knows this.
Yep. Nice. Oh, jeez. Yeah, really good defense from SenpaiSpyder, but the chip damage is just...
It was fantastic. He hardly... Honestly, that was the most unscarred, unscathed defensive choices that we've seen against a 6-player in ages. Truly blocked it all out and then exited the corner as soon as the gap was presented. Whoa, autocorrect parry, I think, just became an instant leaping EXH attack, comboed into super. I think SenpaiSpyder brought that on himself, bringing out by crossing up the inputs there. There's no way Spauldo meant to wake up with that, right?
You know, let's just say that Spauldo did, because you're a genius. That's how you gotta come at it, right?
Hey, converting off of it is definitely a stroke of genius. It's the right thing to be doing. And it's looking like a replay of that last combo now, minus the super.
Right. Oh, wow. The cross-up. The roll-through for SenpaiSpyder not working in their favor.
Did there. That time it did.
Yeah, that time it worked out. All right. Butterfly set up. The EX coming through. Nice spot dodge, but still going to get smothered by additional buttons. And still have Butterfly back there. Great call out on that parry.
Yeah, fake empty low. Throw through the parry and recovery. SenpaiSpyder just on the verge of life leak. Maybe could have picked up a kill on that butterfly, but empty low will do it instead. SenpaiSpyder takes the set 2-0. back and forth fashion. Spauldo makes sure no Metera win pose enters on the screen. A true Six fan, leaving the set as soon as possible. Did not want to see Metera prosper. I understand.
Well, we don't want to also, get the stream banned as well too. We have to think about, the TOS of Twitch. That's an important thing.
Yeah. And it was SSBA, so the win pose would have been extra X-rated or M-rated.
Yeah.
Or perhaps Peggy 16.
Right. Because when we transfer the VOD to YouTube, we want to make sure that all ages are acceptable.
Exactly.
We don't want to.
It's not for kids.
Yeah. Don't want to have to check that box because then we're losing on a whole demographic right there.
Actually, you totally have to check that box. You must check that box.
No. You totally don't have to. Metera is teaching kids how to play hopscotch.
Now, literally, unless you're uploading a video just for kids, you have to check that box.
Totally not true. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, it's true. Yeah. It's absolutely true.
I've seen some people make that mistake, even in our little space of the fighting game community. Just try to do the right thing here, right? If you're making fighting game videos, you can trust that we're going to have interest in them. Blast them out on our social medias. Drop them right here in a link-approved Twitch chat. I'll watch all of your stuff. I'm trying to see more Gran Blue all the time, and it's a pretty dense forest of fighting game content out there. We have to populate it with some Gran Blue trees. Like Tree Folio or OrijinTREE.
Wow. Wow. I don't have any other tree puns right there, but those were your trees. Yeah. All right, Shuaboo, Selo out here again. We got a couple sixes, couple Meteras here.
Wow. Yeah, this is an exact matchup runback.
Yeah, exactly.
That's happened twice now. Okay, well, it's the 6 gauntlet, and Selo's got to make their way through. Can the Metera players prosper over?
Ooh, that was the most. Look, that was a Melty Blood clash right there. Actually,
you ever spot dodge a follow up and still be negative and still get checked and jabbed immediately by 6?
Listen, 6 is just not going to budge, right? The butterfly's floating right above his head. All right, hold this corner pressure again. Rainfall coming through. All right, Shuaboo is holding strong.
Perfect defense again, yeah.
Ow! Oh!
Into straight shot. The moment that you only can survive one more, the zoning is insanely difficult to deal with. Normally, you can rely on kind of bulldogging and not being afraid to take a few hits so long as you're moving forward against her. The sages aren't so big in Gran Blue that by the time you hit someone near a corner, chances are they'll be in a corner for you to get a big combo off of. Oh, straight to the reset, big corner combo for Shuaboo. Speed running the round. Gonna maybe see some Ganeja in here. Yes.
Yep, there it is, but not getting the full combo right here, so the timer is a ticking.
Yeah. The timer really is the chip life.
That too.
Ruined. No wonder that Selo wasn't blocking. Pretty much the Rekka sequence, or even the leaping special, and all of its follow-ups could have been a chip sequence too. Ow! Straight shot in the butterfly double re-jump combo. My God, 6 is suffering. And Shuaboo, at least there's SBA as a reversal. There's also Perry. Those could be Shuaboo's looks to get out of the sequence before Selo takes the game.
Right.
Could definitely take the game in one hit now after taking the throw. Even a throw could kill.
Oh, wow! Checking the dash up right there, and Selo takes that first game.
Yeah, Abare 2M. Nobody gets a comeback started without back throwing their opponent into the corner. I think Selo knew that would be a back throw.
Tech right there. Let's see. The pressure is still continuing here. Selo, nice jump in. There's the throw. What can 6 do against this? Also, there's the parry right there. We were looking for that last round, finally finding the gap for it.
Yeah, but it traded, and I think that still works out pretty well for Selo, who now denies the parry's relevance for at least a little bit. It's about to be back. Fantastic defense once again. Even teching the throw instantly, not even a delayed tech. Gave Selo a little stray hit on a 5L, but wasn't able to work their way out of the corner. Shuaboo taking advantage of this.
Good throw. Chicken was again. Whoa, the 5L. Hold on. I draw the line right here.
Yeah, on the ground with a 5L crouching counter hit to 2M. Fantastic exclusive link for Metera. Can someone slow Shuaboo down? I know Selo's been doing it largely, but all the rounds that Shuaboo wins are these speedrun kind of rounds.
Right.
Spot dodging. Oh. You know, light pressure is so safe against bot dodge, and it's always close light I see from this character, or far light even is so strong for 6. Works from mad far, fast, enforceable. Great cancel options. My god, that was definitely the fastest round yet. 19 seconds.
Yeah, no kidding. Because, I mean, honestly, that first game was just like, felt like it went on for so long, and, you know, slowly Selo found that victory right there. Shuaboo here, activated, getting the kill almost immediately. My god.
Yes. Full screen clone conversion. Right when Selo hit their wall to the corner, I think Shuaboo was hunting with that unique action. And now the tech throw game starts. One thing that can help you tech throws in Gran Blue is if you're in that crouching position, you'll notice that your character stands up immediately when a throw is initiated. And that can help you tech on reaction, but that may not be the most advantageous way to tech a throw, because you've seen when Selo techs, it's been neutral tech, they go back to neutral. That delayed tech, being minus 25, I don't know, man, it's not so good. It's not so good. You also take like 7% damage.
Let's not
it's
try
like
to do
a pat
that.
on the back.
Yeah, good job. You figured out this one little instance, but you're going to die for the rest of them. Oh, nice check on the overhead right there, and the whoa, nice aerial movement right there from Selo, shutting down Shuaboo's approach. But again, doesn't matter which side, Shuaboo's pressure will continue.
Yeah, and making up all the lost ground immediately just with 6's run speed. A wall dive almost did it there too. Selo was at the right spot to check with 5L, but still, it just feels like so stationary fighting from the corner. It needs to get out now after this wall fireworks. Got it. Back throw too, or rather change size, forward throw. Here's a huge pickup. No! Ah! Huge loss. Even the butterfly so lonely over there. Shuaboo on match point.
Yeah.
One confirmed super away. Selo playing survival point. Can find the same thing. Too far for the throw. Thankfully, Shuaboo didn't tech back.
And Selo, no, oh my god, I think that does connect actually, and it does.
Incredible. Great. Yeah, see, it's harder to react to projectiles from up close like that. And when you do, though, you're much more guaranteed to get the punish, even against a quick recovery projectile like this Metera arrow. I think this is just the 5U unique one, which has really fast recovery, but this super was just perfect. Yeah, done at a range where it's less confident to be able to react to a projectile on its own. Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, a really good reaction. I think, you know, Shuaboo, of course, you know, again, we talked about earlier too, like just players being able to react so like phenomenally. Like we saw that from Kilo earlier as well too. Like that, it's just insane, especially in this online environment, being able to do that so well. And it does, you know, that's the caliber of player that we've had growing in this scene as well too. Like these reactions are just absolutely absurd, and it's interesting to see the different stylings of players, because we see those reactions with Shuaboo, we see those reactions for Kilo here as well too. So next up we do have /GG and SenpaiSpyder. Senpai is about to, you know, react in their own way, right? Of just locking down any option that you have available, and we'll see how this works against /GG though.
Shuaboo says he has 270 on human benchmark for his reaction time.
That's cool. That's cool.
Dang.
You know, my character Percival used to be able to do that through projectiles. You honestly just had me so nostalgic for the era when my 3/4 screen super went through projectiles with impunity, and that matchup was easy. Those were the days. Hey, 3/4 screen tools very relevant here in this Season 1 Zoner Queen Classic between Ferry and Metera. Metera very vulnerable to the Ferry set play, going reversaless, having to contend with real high-low 50-50s with GG available for the confirmations. Nonetheless, though, I think Metera can pretty safely pressure against that slow Ferry DP. You'll see meaty 5Ls be put to work. And both of them low life, so they make each other explode, and both of them wide access to high damage and combos. I think Metera will find those more valuable hits a little bit more often thanks to butterflies. Compared to Ferry, she needs a little bit more specific types of hits to make the damage really shine. Look for install combos there too. Looks like they're waiting out some kind of connection issue.
Yeah. And just like that, right back at it. Nice call out on the web swing right there, anti-air.
How about that universal body language? When you're waiting out connection, you just mash 2L.
Everybody, yeah, like every game. Doesn't matter what it is. It's always, you know, the 2L, whatever the equivalent is for other games.
It matches the posture of my rage, you know? I'm bashing my controller into the desk with a 2L's motion. Every time the lag starts up, you can hear it. It sounds like...
It's a heavy sigh for me. I just...
And then you start punching your desk. Thankfully, I got a nice soft desk. You know, it never quite gives way from the punches.
Oh,
My
wow.
hands keep developing, getting more calloused every day, thanks to this wonderful hobby of mine. And with every hand callus, you know, I'm a little stronger.
Right, that's how you gotta look at it. You know, you're more used to it, just like playing guitar and whatnot. You know, that's
Yes.
another.
Hey, that butterfly was almost available for the combo pickup.
Right. I thought it was gonna be for a second there, but a little bit too
Still
low
not
into
dead,
the
still
ground.
not dead. Oh, wow. Even Ferry's still not dead.
Yo!
Backdashing in the corner, getting sniped in the ankle by a air shot from Metera. I gotta say, corner backdash won't really get you anywhere. Might have been an input error. A lot of people kind of just have those happen when they're trying to switch to stand blocking, and then they accidentally just get shot or get hit. Let's see how SenpaiSpyder continues this offense, see if /GG changes it up. I mean, this is the most GG set play we've seen in the whole game so far, and it's all successful in this round 1, game 2.
Yeah, we saw that one GG interaction in the last game there, and Senpai just, you know, arrow card right on over. Just did not care about GG for the rest of the game.
Metera 2M, star of the show so far.
Oh no, caught by GG. That's unfortunate.
Delayed low with GG's help. Good combo pickup and a ball install. Can we see a kill? Or hit the combo limit just early.
No!
I think if that were close H straight into DP, it would have killed.
Okay, nice. Jumping arrow, and yo, the trade. We take those.
Take those. If you got the life lead, always take those trades.
Absolutely.
Burn whip on deck.
Okay, good anti-air. Nice, and we got the butterfly set up, of course. Once again, big jump from Senpai, and hold this pressure just for a smidge here. And I love the respect that SenpaiSpyder gives /GG. Like, just walks themselves out of range.
Oh!
Just the traditional zoning buttons there, and my god. Yeah, that was actually pretty substantial in that corner right there.
It was brilliant, too, to avoid the air unblockable grounded buttons that Ferry can anti-air with by using a wonderful air shot to delay the falling momentum and still snipe a butterfly into a full combo. That's the very Metera exclusive gameplay right there. Using all her unique mechanics at once.
Oh no! Overcommitting on that one there with the hair. Wow, almost said hair car. It's not Milia, but, you know, riding on arrows.
Hey, I'm surprised that /GG didn't roll through Metera and pick up some side switch Oki there. But, you know, maybe assumes that people use the block button by now against GG setups. I mean, never run to go for that overhead, but Senpai was wise to go to the air, made the combo unconvertible. This one's convertible, though.
Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, especially with that super orb right there as well, too.
2M dash right out of the sky, just frozen in response, like a deer in headlights when Metera cancels for that hop sometimes. /GG fighting for his life now.
Yep. Oh, wow. Max range right there from SenpaiSpyder. Going to get the connected confirmed. Nice roll through from Slash. I'm going to get knocked down into this corner, unfortunately. And again, I have to appreciate just the respect of the range that Slash is capable of, trying to force out these EX spendings, and it's not going to happen here. It gets a reset to get the butterfly Oki as well.
Clash cancel? /GG so reserved even with the life deficit, and I think that's going to be the end of the set. Going out reserved, not the best way to feel at the end of a set, but SenpaiSpyder didn't leave /GG feeling with any other option, so that's a 2-0 victory for SenpaiSpyder. The Metera army marching their way through this event, entering what's going to be losers semis coming up. Very hype match at every tournament, and the last of the 2 out of 3s. But before that, I think we're going to be running some winners finals action for you.
Yep.
We like to give our winners finalists a nice, well-deserved break after one of them potentially loses between Zombmu and Kilo. What I think is going to be a Djeeta and Belial matchup that could potentially be, if there's some crowd-pleasing protagonist players like they might be down in their hearts, it could be Djeeta Gran. We could see that. It's possible.
Ooh.
Ooh.
battle for who gets to be the headliner of the game. Well,
They can
actually,
rename the ship.
Gran, Bloo.
isn't there an arc in which it's Djeeta instead of Gran in the anime? Like, I've not finished the anime at all, so
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure.
Gonna have to talk to Origin in the Twitch chat for that one. Whoever knows
Look,
Gran Blue lore.
fill me in on the lore. I'm pretty sure in the anime there is an arc where Djeeta takes over for a smidge, where Gran does not exist.
Does she have all the higher level gear?
Well, I wouldn't even begin to know. I don't.
She has
What is
that
the
in the
high level
fighting
gear?
game. She's got the better dragon. She's got the better sword.
She's got
all
the
that
better-
stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
In the game, they are the same person, yes. But in the anime, there is like a brief arc where like they do the what if it was Djeeta instead of Gran, and it's like a completely different like group. Like she's not with Catalina. I think she's like with. I want to say she's with Narmaya. I could be completely wrong, but she's not with Catalina. She's for sure with Vern and what's her face. But
Vern and the girl, the blue-haired girl.
the blue-haired
she put
lady.
the blue in Gran Blue.
OVAs, thank you, Professor Necrotech. I knew I seen it. I just
Lyria?
sure.
Yeah.
Is it Lyria?
Yeah. Isn't she?
Okay.
I think so. I feel like I've heard Japanese Gran during his SSBA say Lyria, and then they do the super together. By their powers combined, you will get TOD.
And look at this pressure from Zombie in the corner too, right? Just controlling the pace, like interacting, just making the right read every single interaction against Kilo. It just feels so helpless to be caught in the corner against.
Pardon me for missing a great deal of that round. I just put in 2 more Matcherino codes across 2 different accounts. The totally legal practice that we should all be engaging in. Finishing off that Matcherino, I think we got 10 codes left now. Yes, but of course don't do that until after this match is over. We're all watching this now.
Cool.
Kilo pretending that Belial can still pick up the counter hit combo off of the second hit of his far H. Went back in those days. Ooh, different days they were.
Back in my day, playing Belial, I was top tier. Oh wait.
Yep. Stunning feature of Djeeta being able to use so much corner carry off of EX Rekka itself that she ends up picking up a wall combo for it. And all the cooldown's gone. I think you got to push a throw versus overhead mix-up to get any damage here. Oh, Rekka just came back. What was I thinking? I mean, yeah, the combo's so long that she practically builds it back every time because she starts with it. No Rekka there would have been some good corner carry. Possibly put him in a one-hit kill situation with throw afterwards.
Someone with the walk back. Nice fireball going out. I don't care how far that leg sticks out. Gonna get DP'd, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was EXDP from Kilo, so he can't be stealing turns for a while either. Having to respect it, you saw that he didn't DP there.
All right, good challenge. Not following through with the Rekka here. Oh, no. Okay, last touch will do it. My God, the jump you coming through in the clutch for Zombie to take that first game.
Yep. And, good awareness from both players. Kilo saw that there was yet another second hit counter hit on far H, but it's not cancelable, and there's no link off of it. Zombie had opportunity for Abare there and took it immediately. Fireball war, interesting between these characters. Total standouts in the Fireball game. Big normals between them both, but Belial's a little bigger. I think he's got the advantage in the range of his H, where Djeeta is more of a counter poker as opposed to a regular poker in this matchup against Belial's normals. Loses EX Fireball immediately. It basically surrenders the Fireball war. Normally that move takes over because of its 5 layers. It even beats Belial Fireball. But if it gets counter hit, Belial just immediately wins. Does what he wants. Oh!
Yeah, nice sweet pickup right there.
It was great. And Amosmodius is a good buffer. It's a little safer than EX, but EX would have killed at that range because Zombie just barely landed in the corner.
All right. Got one round on the board. Kilo trying to hold their own. Nice parry at that range, especially too. I mean, you were committed to that fireball. Great decision right there. Sets up the pinwheel, goes for the low.
How about that downward steering too?
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, 2M counter hit pickup. Love the far H. Super's on deck for Kilo to get a kill.
Oh, yeah, until you got to check that. EX DP right there from Zombie, the jump you come through here for a poke. And great defense from Kilo.
It was. It looked like he was going to get the punish on the third hit Rekka. So rarely chosen by Djeeta players, but when you have to be kind of unpredictable and push them towards the corner to get a comeback started, then you see them start to bring out that third hit Rekka. But otherwise, it's not a stable choice. However, second hit of Rekka got punished just the same way by that Belial 5L, yet Kilo still hasn't been able to cancel it into anything meaningful.
Right, and look at this here. We already walked down Kilo, able to get some whiff punishes here. My God, what a call out from Kilo to take that game 1-1 right here.
Asmodeus, EX cancel, can't go wrong. It's a safe buffer, big damage, one of many on the character. Super Shoto, competing with another superb Shoto.
Block there, nice, able to get the punish.
Yeah, Asmodeus buffer not looking so safe there. Sometimes, though, the little gap between M Asmodeus and H Asmodeus helps people to get counter hit or hit regular based upon the differences of timing.
Trying to go for that chase down right there. Nice, gonna get a little whiff punish right there. Pick up off the wall. Goes for that EX DP, spending every ability.
Yeah. Just in time, Rekka's back. Super will be on deck for the Rekka combo. H whiff punish from Kilo.
Yeah.
No slouch in that department either. Well active, young player. They love to talk about their ability to whiff punish with their young man reactions.
Okay.
And so sometimes they do more than talk. Sometimes they show it to you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they'll take that round right there, Zombie.
The metronome has gone back and forth a couple times.
Right.
Yeah. Zombmu, though, has never lost the set lead, still taking the first round of this game as well.
Nice check the low once again here. Playing that stagger game.
Yep. Also Zombie with good combo awareness. Didn't have Rekka available for that far M link off of Fireball. Content to just take the far M. Obviously, DP wouldn't work at that range for Djeeta, right? So, no doing fake combos.
Ooh. Yeah, that could have been big right there, but unfortunately wasn't able to get a follow-up. Zombie is going to commit, though, to this Rekka. Gets the soft knockdown.
How often have we seen Djeeta's H counter hit a Belial sweep? I think Zombmu's timing is so brilliant as to when the Belial players naturally want to press sweep. We've seen that counter hit specifically quite often.
And it's excellent spacing, too, because you see this walk back and forth, right, of trying to force Kilo into a forward move. Great W right there from Zombie. But it's at that max range of 5H, right? We're checking with the sweep, and it's a, almost like a hypnotic kind of dance in that neutral game, right? Especially too, like Kilo's trying to also match the pace, trying to find that spacing right there, and Zombie will react correctly. If you're not going to make that move, I'll commit with 5H.
Yeah. The last decision at the end of the previous round was a delayed throw tech, and when players settle for that, and the defender wins, and it kind of cancels the comeback immediately. Like, sure, it's a great option, but it's such a good option that both players are likely to do it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, try to rip with the EX Rekka series right there. 2M coming through. About even. This will be a good punish. Yeah, immediately into Skybound Art for maximum damage here.
I think so. Nah, maybe second hit would have made it more. I don't know.
Yes, it probably would have killed. Just whiff of the back. So wanted the most that we could get out of it, but wasn't confident in that second hit.
Oh, was trying to scoop at some chip damage as Kilo.
Yeah.
Fireball's there, but Asmodeus not being there is going to make this hard to guarantee the chip.
Oh.
Yeah, any of those M's could be buffered into super for Zombmu, and they will surely kill. It could even be hit confirmed.
Oh my God! Nobody was ready for the lightning EX Asmodeus right there. My goodness.
Yeah, it's God. It's very active too. He just keeps moving forward with those hands, and suddenly Djeeta finds herself unable to be released.
Okay, good spot dodge right there. Able to interrupt with the 5H, and nice pickup into this corner here off the EX pinwheel, but dropped it. My goodness.
Yeah, Zombie was not expecting that spot dodge. Thought there was more time to maybe wait and then press H.
Oh,
Regular
wow, nice.
Rekka, let it rip. It's her longest range attack. It makes sense. You see it sometimes, especially when the opponent's cornered. Djeeta's will use EX Rekka in neutral. It might be effective at this range where Zombie's buffering these mediums.
Oh,
big.
Yeah. That was a rough fireball right there. Shouldn't have come out at all, honestly.
Yeah, but Zombie's alive with the pixel. Fireball's not here for the chip yet. I think Zombie can block one more thing and then won't be able to survive. There's the one block.
There's one block. Okay, spot dodge, not going to eat any of the additional buttons right there. Crouch M goes dodged as well. The extended Rekka just throws out a pinwheel just for safe measure.
Now think about this. The Zombie died from chip damage there after using Rekka in neutral, meaning Rekka's recovery is so short that DP would have allowed Zombie to get through that pinwheel right there and actually get a full punish and keep the comeback going.
My goodness.
Bet with your life. You know, Zombie's the one who was up 2-1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're all tied up.
Yeah.
Zombie trying to finish this winner's finals, or Zombie's been cursed by us tonight, folks. And remember, you chose this, Zombie. It wasn't us. You chose this. You was one of the controller.
Yeah, it's true. Osmodeus pickup, that's a big one for Kilo. Suddenly this round is very well tied. I think slight life lead to Kilo at this point.
Right.
And in this time during the cutscene, you can consider a couple implications. Perhaps Zombie moves distinct cooldown advantage despite fighting from the corner. And now an SSBA earned from the delayed throw tech means surely even a mid-screen combo could kill.
And it has to be so careful too, especially, we saw that EX Asmodeus. Now that it's spent though, it's kind of fair game for Zombie to charge in. Now has to watch. Very cautious here. There's that EX pinwheel. Good to blocking the 2M.
A throw kills either player.
Whoa, yeah, okay. Has the EX and does commit to it to finish it out. There's the round right there for Zombie, setting on match point.
Playing it from behind, right? Just using those defensive ways to seal rounds.
Nice.
And first we saw the counter follow-up get spot dodged. Zombie took advantage. Now we see it get DP'd, an even more advantageous option.
Wow.
Also, yeah, cool 2L pickup to maximize the damage while not spending so many cooldowns, saving that fireball and the DP for later.
Yeah, caught yourself reaching right there. Oh no, walked right into that 5H, that second hit right there, and now great anti-air check from Kilo and good shimmy right there, able to get the conversion after.
Yeah, but you can see Zombie was wise to not be jumping with normals, doesn't want to get counter hit and take full Belial damage, but there is the normal on the jump.
Doesn't finish it!
The combo. And picks up the enemy, the previously dropped combo with a regular throw, taking us lovely and lucky people in the audiences of this match to a match point between Zombmu and Kilo.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, there's that range of the pinwheel right there. The 2H going to get whiff punish right there. Oh my god. Called out the DP immediately. Able to get an excellent conversion with that Asmodeus. Corner position for
and did so
Kilo.
Even while keeping pressure because it was that light pressure, Very quick recovery move. Love it.
Okay, there's your DP right there.
Sweet. Kilo looking like the superior DP enjoyer right now.
All right, nice jab check right there. Big jump in for Zombie, but not able to get the confirm. This is looking really bad for Zombie right now. Kilo could steal this whole winner's final set, actually.
Yeah.
But it's been a strong back and forth.
Belial from mid-screen can do it too.
Oh my god!
That's huge. Sequence getting started. Zombie trying to use unique action in the combo. Totally didn't know it. Is that it?
Wow. Got the anti-air, commits into Rave, and does the actual inputs for this one here. So going for max damage off of it. Not going to get a kill. Oh my god, it will kill!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Full Rave input. For some reason, we always forget that the damage distribution in the super is so focused on the last hit. Watch this. It just does so much while the rest of the hits look scaled. As soon as I saw that Rave.
Lord.
Ouch. Yeah. It did technically kill on its last hit right there. Couldn't get more cinematic than that.
Absolutely. And honestly, just by a narrow margin, right? Immediate anti-air cut right into this Rave for an actual input Rave as well, too. That is insane, especially the turnaround. My God. Excellent set all around. I thought Kilo was going to run away with it. And it just, again, it's Gran Blue. All it takes is just one mistake, and it'll cost you.
We were talking about the value of a counter hit anti-air as opposed to a regular hit anti-air, not creating that juggle state for the combos. I like to think that a lot of people do 2H straight into super because it is both a regular combo and a counter hit combo, but that was definitely also a counter hit combo, and that anti-air definitely counter hit into full damage.
Look, I can't believe y'all had the audacity to make fun of Zombie. Why would you ever do that? Like, why would you ever poke the bear? Don't.
I know, but do you feel okay making fun of Anre? At least making suggestions that he might be an ancestor of the Pringles mascot?
I don't feel comfortable with that one because it's clearly Ewan McGregor, Jedi
Ewan
Master.
McGregor. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Makes sense. Look at him with that spin move. Sweep going for a General Grievous sweep of the leg against steel robot legs. You know, all these sound strategies coming from Ewan McGregor. Really, his strategies have gotten better and better ever since he cut himself off from that heroin in that since 1996 with Train Spotting.
Oh my God.
Yes, that real life thing he was doing.
I see. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hello there with the Ganasian coming through, and somehow, some way, we do zip right on out.
That's
just wasted.
Totally wasted, right? Really strong defense. Ooh. Getting caught raw overhead. No counter hit. Just a little hesitant with SenpaiSpyder.
No way. Yeah, this is looking perfect spot dodge right there. Shuaboo ready for it.
Yep. Important that you don't let pushback minimize your chance at punishing. Got to get the spot dodges in against these supers with punishes. Some of them are pretty specific in this game sometimes.
There's your dive kick right there. Got the counter hit off into the wall. We go. Just for full extension. Oh dear, yeah.
Wow, Anre can just leave the corner like that, huh?
Just zip on out. Said nope. I want to leave right now, and still going to get barraged.
So that's an air unique action of his? Interesting. What? Hey, well, Super's here for Shuaboo. Can get it off lights. One of the strengths of the 6 kit, strong light conversions. SSBA, too. Could possibly see a cinematic win pose here for Shuaboo.
Mm-hmm. Yep, already has that corner positioning there. The thrust coming through. Good punish. EX Barrage closes out that first game.
Barrage is absolutely the right title. Also, man, that Lego face mask is really showing itself now up on the win pose. It's like almost way more intimidating than dealing with the actual character.
It's unsettling.
Yeah, really. It really is.
I see this mask. Okay.
Is Metera coming out now? There
yes,
she is,
going back to Metera.
I mean, this is the Metera that allowed SenpaiSpyder to beat Spauldo 6 previously. Is Shuaboo such a step up that Anre would be the choice for SenpaiSpyder, really? I mean, doesn't seem to be the case anymore now that Senpai is returning to Metera. And this is the first to 2 set, the last one of the day here in Loser Semis, so everything rides on Metera now, at least for SenpaiSpyder.
Okay. Goes for the deep cross up. Not going to work out. Caught the ankles, though. Now the pressure begins. My God. Actually, that trade working out here for SenpaiSpyder, keeping Shuaboo away. Nice. Shutting down the unique action.
Yeah, like to see the clone getting shot. Dies immediately. One-hit kill. Very realistic, hardcore gameplay from Meteras. When that H whiffs, it looks like SenpaiSpyder might have had a turn to take. Oh. Yes, stray hits, whether it's a close L or a delayed throw tech. I mean, SenpaiSpyder still dying the slow and painful way. One dive kick, 5% chunk. Looks like clone mix-up was coming afterwards. It was slow and painful, I would say, from a very fast character.
Oh, there's your little jump out right there. Good.
Yep. One of SenpaiSpyder's specialties, actually, finding ways out of the corner. But, Shuaboo's making a corner out of mid-screen just by staying so close. And, sometimes there's 2 of him against 1, and it really just doesn't feel fair. Switching sides, creating the scramble, found a counter hit. Can combo into Ganasian as an install here. That's probably the choice. Yep. No, going for maximum scaling super. Maximum Spider. Chip Xanath.
Hello! Oh my God! The teleport through with unique action.
Now, that's a great setup from Shuaboo because when somebody starts threatening cross-ups, what they do is force us to use the block button. And when the block button is being held down, we can't throw tech quite as reliably, and we're standing still in a kind of forced blocking mode. So I think the throw here is particularly smart, and it looks like it hits very early, too. Obviously, there's enough throw protection in this game to not do meaty throw, but it looks really fast to defend against.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if you're, like, gosh, you're close enough to that corner, right? And it's something that you just least expected. I mean, look how close she is to that corner and able to squeeze yourself right in there and get the throw. My God. Something we've not seen. I mean, that's the ace up the sleeve, right? Of just like attempted to make that throw. I never would have thought of that. That's brilliant.
It's a play you can save for a set winner. Securing themselves a top 3 by doing so is Shuaboo in the Matcherino pot, contesting with Kilo and Zombmu while waiting in Grand Finals winner's side. It's, damn, these guys are both 6 feet tall, and it shows. Wow. I've never seen a taller matchup in this game. Maybe Percival's in the crowd.
Edgelords collide.
Yeah, Ladiva, she might be pretty tall too.
I know, you never get good posture out of Ladiva. She's in that grappler posture while these hot dudes stand real tall. Long, tan, and handsome. SpongeBob. Kevin the
knockdown, not able to pick up the Asmodeus there. Get there, you get a little bit. We'll try to hold on to this pressure. No DP attempt quite yet from Shuaboo. Trying to find the space that we're looking for. My God! Kilo with the parry.
That was the 6 feet tall exclusive Wake Up 5L. Wake Up Close L. Oh! What a fantastic choice!
My God.
That black hole instantly annihilated the projectile game, and it's a max damage pickup from all 3 hit close H. Not quite a life lead yet. Kilo can still kill off any touch. This is Belial's strategy. He can do so at mid-screen.
Oh no!
Wow, mashing after overhead! I can't believe Kilo just mashed there. Chip is a problem now.
No way. That's not working. That's not hitting.
Not this time.
It's gonna get punished.
Yeah. Shuaboo had the patience too. Chip's a threat, but not such an imminent threat that you need to super quite yet, you know? Shuaboo knew that. Took the safe route, punished the super instead. Great way to punish any projectile in the game is that Beelzebub EX dive kick. Very fast.
Right.
And use it on reaction from even neutral jumps too. I mean, the fact that it can do it from any kind of jump is the strongest part about that dive kick. Always will be. It turns low commitment option into satisfying reactionary results. Real game changer.
Wow. Yeah, max range DP. Let's control with that EX once again. Check with the 2M.
Yeah. 2M is plus, of course, but not so plus that you can frame trap into itself against a jump, which whiff punished the 2M attempt. Jump dive kick from Shuaboo. Looking like an experienced Beelzebub user after all.
Right.
And even matching Kilo's red, hot red color matchup.
Go for jumps. There's the parry attempt too. Unique action coming from Kilo and trying to maintain this quarter control. Too far away for the DP. What a call out from Kilo.
Can't DP a projectile. No herpox attached. Not on that one. Not big enough. This matchup is hot. 2 rounds apiece. 1 round apiece, bringing us to the third.
That's pick up.
Yeah. I also like Shuaboo's wake-up choices. Not doing the back roll because why corner yourself any more than your opponent is already trying to?
Right. Deep jump in there too. Check these once again and finally trying to find something out of there. And does. The connection teleports out. Let's push right back into this corner here. Shuaboo trying to return the favor.
Yeah. Shuaboo's a total sniper with Black Hole. Has now hit a projectile and a spot dodge with it for full counter hit damage. And this command grab is going to kill. Nah, not quite yet. It's so close. Chip was about to be a problem, but it was the low element of the EX spin that gave Shuaboo that game. The fastest round yet was theirs to take game 1 with. So Kilo's playing from behind now. Not so often we've seen that, but it's sticking to Belial. No one under 6 feet tall is welcome. You know, the 5'11" Gran just won't cut it. He's probably like 5'7", isn't he?
Oh, Gran?
Yeah, he's definitely a growing boy, but he's definitely 5'7".
Right. I'm not entirely sure. It strikes me as like a 5'6" individual, like Lancelot.
Yeah, it makes sense. Me, I'm just a human measuring stick.
He is 5'7". I googled it.
Oh!
What?
Let's go! God, I have the human measuring stick. I mean, what else is 5'10" for, you know, other than giving me 2 inches to be jealous of when I'm looking at these 6'0" kings right here, who, you know, it's because of the reach of their long legs.
Let's get that clip, folks. Spread the word.
These long legs on Belial, he uses his 2M and can extend across the screen and frame trap with you it because he's 6 feet tall, and his leg span, wingspan, is just massive. And, you know, the long arms of Beelzebub took the round, spinning gloriously with the wingspan. I think he's got some kind of drills to extend his limbs with as well. So being 6 feet tall, he even swings his long hair at you.
Yeah, kind of built like a you know, Stretch Armstrong, really. You know, just able to lash out and pull it back in. You know, able to retain the form.
Even more range than it looks like he'll have is what he has. Beelzebub's a trickster for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I suppose he pulls through.
Yeah, yeah. But both players have shown themselves to be really content to block the other's frame traps. They know the risk. These are two characters that actually do have mid-screen combos. Beelzebub gets his with frame trapping in the EX Black Hole.
Right.
And of course, Belial gets his with EX Fireball on cancels. Asmodeus M Buffer. Be on the lookout for the next one, especially in this corner. If that's EX, it will be death.
Right, right. About even on health. Resources are in the favor of Kilo right now. Okay, I mean, nice dash jump. Good luck.
Oh, reducing the life with the delayed protect. They're just outside of SSBA range. That command grab puts Shuaboo into it. And, you know, yeah, it's a huge advantage with Beelzebub because his does incredible damage and actually gets you out of the corner on hit. It also gives him, he has access to his command grab wake up super, very strong in this game. It's not there anymore, but one of the best anti-Oki options for sure. Oh, what is this DP combo attempt? It cost Kilo the game. So, that's unfortunate because we saw the other cooldowns were available, so I think that's just a missed input. Look, man, some of your friends make fun of you for not doing full inputs, but if your DP came out instead of a fireball there, I feel for you, and I just want you to do quick ones next time. Oh, no, it wasn't fireball. What did he have? He didn't have fireball. I think that was the problem. And that's probably why DP came out. He needed to do Asmodeus or something else.
Well, you did not get scooped up right here if you're Shuaboo right now. I mean, you do have that comfortable lead right here in this losers finals. EX, Asmodeus.
I'm really sure that Kilo could have killed with super.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that could have killed right there. I'm surprised that we didn't follow up, but still got it.
Yeah, confident play. Fighting the big game deficit, but you know, doing so with such confidence, right? Keeping, maximizing the opportunity to learn about the opponent by not killing them when you have the super built for the combo. Regular command grab. I think that's less reactable than EX. I'm serious. There's no orange flash, so how am I supposed to know what's coming? Delayed 2Ms. Yeah, so careful of the DPs, and yet still Shuaboo's DP is successful.
You could throw out all the caution in the world here, but I guess you got to take the risk, right? Because Shuaboo is definitely willing to. Going to get caught with another EX Asmodeus push to the opposite corner. One throw will do it, or just commit to the autos.
Fantastic frame trap sequence. Close L, far L. No auto combo, just good normals. Super jumping at the start. Belial, though, with the long range H. You can understand why Shuaboo kind of surrendered the airspace to Kilo there. I think the Belial jump-in's just superior. Especially in an air-to-air context.
Oh, yeah.
Often when you see Beelzebub's jump, they're trying to get right above you and use that JH vertical range. Or jump unique, excuse me. Jump unique vertical range.
Stared up again. Ooh, the spot dodge, but still not able to react in time. Kilo put another round up there. Wants to tie things up.
Could be three. That's 3 rounds in a row for him.
Right.
If it's 4, it's a tied set suddenly. So suddenly. Corner carry on block. Dive kick enabling it at first. Shuaboo though didn't get any combo off EX needles, and Kilo busts out immediately. 45% life left on him. It's more than enough. He's taking so much damage there, but no super available yet for Shuaboo, as well as no corner presence for the combo.
Got caught jumping. Nice 2L check right there. And again, pushing towards this corner. EX dive coming through. Shuaboo trying to answer back, but Kilo unafraid to DP.
Yeah, he's up around. He can totally do this.
Right?
Ooh, active frames on the spin.
Yeah.
A couple more of those 2-1-4s, and I think Shuaboo's got this round in the bag. Although, there it is, buffer and a super. Yes, auto combo confirmed. Kick, no cinematic.
Hey, we still got it tied up right now, 2-2. One more game to decide this losers finals. So once again, it's a close one, right? Just like the winners finals was. Shuaboo wanting that run back clearly.
Yeah, well, winners finals is usually what grand finals is. I think coming from losers and making it happen the way that Kilo's trying to, it can make for an interesting narrative, seeing players that we haven't seen play yet before.
Or excuse me, Kilo wanting to come back. Not Shuaboo.
Yeah, sorry. Also, a debut of the Beelzebub against Zombmu, playing Djeeta, of course, but I mean, that could be interesting. Both of them looking for new characters, new weapons.
Oh, wow, the roll timing. Again, we've seen that before, but still, impressive reactions from Kilo.
Yeah, a roll can definitely lead to a punish. We didn't see it, but still, though, Kilo was clearly plus.
Oh, no.
Not dead. Got like 5%. Yeah.
Right. Ah, the EX coming through. We cannot challenge these fireball wars.
Yeah. 5% left is just enough for NEX needles to take. The natural vertical wall, horizontal 2. Oh, man. How often do you see Belial players making use of that MDP, the fake one, plus on block on the way down? And it actually baited a real DP from Shuaboo and took the meter.
All right, there's
that
the
EX.
EX. Absolutely another. Oh, wow. Challenges and teleport here. Going to get corner advantage and blocks the gravity well. Great patience. The jump U finally coming through for once. Haven't seen one of those.
Challenging the high dive kick immediately is Kilo. He's got the 5-frame 2L. Of course he can do it. Old man Beelzebub doesn't know.
Wait a minute. Good spot dodge. Able to put a round on the board. Last game, last round here for these players.
You couldn't ask for anything better. I'm sure they're both sweating.
It's
chest pounding. Who is the true 6-foot king?
Well, there's the EXDP trying to get out of this corner, and we do succeed. No. Connects with the gravity well here in Shuaboo in this corner situation.
How many times do we have to teach Kilo this lesson?
Kilo still mashing it out.
Crazy.
Nice challenge on the teleport once again. It's a big slugfest for this final round here. Good call out on the DP. EX Asmodeus will be a grip of damage, full combo. Able to get the Skybound art. Will get the game here. Kilo coming out on top, 3-2 against Shuaboo.
Yo, that's Belial exclusive. That's some wild damage off such a converted hit. Beelzebub, man, he may be 6 foot, but he just can't push out damage like that. I mean, this DP has got to be some of the most inadvisable risk-reward analysis, like DP choice, you could ever see. You know, that's the example set. If that DP landed, it'll do 5% damage, and maybe, you know, we can see a teleport out of the corner for Shuaboo, who then makes like 2 or 3 more hits. If this DP gets blocked, look, Kilo runs in for the close H, full damage punish. I don't think he quite would have killed if it were far H. Actually, he probably still would have. But, you know, this, you can the point is, he did the most damaging thing he could. So, of course, it killed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially, too, you think about the combo ability of Belial, especially in that corner situation, too. It's just teed perfectly for Kilo to just take the W right there, too. Like, I mean, even if it were Gran, right? Like, still, the exact same result with maybe more consistency, even.
Kilo's characters both share that characteristic of being able to cannonball you in the corner by spending all the cooldowns. It's pretty funny. And, you know, also advisable, right? So, as you often see, Grand Finals is a winner's finals run back, and Kilo gets a second chance going back into it with the Belial. I mean, not seeing really anywhere near as much Gran, and still not in this matchup either. No brotherly, sisterly, same person, twin matchup going on between them.
This Grand Finals out here. Zombie committing to Djeeta for the entirety of the bracket. And I tell you what, there's 2 more codes in this match arena. All you got to do, one of you lucky individuals get to finish it off. There's 63 of you in the chat. That means there's at least
scientifically possible. You must.
Right. There's at the very least 15 of you have not used the codes.
And you know, we don't resent you for it, but we're just asking 2 of you now to just make it happen. Maybe in a small break between games. Not so likely that the players will give us a break. They're moving fast, but you know,
Right.
maybe let's say Zombie's making a comeback this round. Keep your eyes on this stream right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, the dash up right there could have been checked.
Ooh!
There it is, the 5H taking that round.
Yeah, it found a counter hit. It found a counter hit that also looked like it was a whiff punish, but it wasn't. It was just Kilo pressing another button right after his far H.
Hello, the jump H blasting right through that pinwheel. And gosh, you think you set up a trap for a jump in right there, and Kilo being betrayed by their own projectile. Now the EX fireball. Zombie in control of this corner situation.
Oh no, I misspoke. The far H second hit, you know, you can still whip punish between the first and second hit. It's just super hard, and that's what Zombie did.
Okay, sweet. Gonna go with punish there. Tried to interrupt the pinwheel right there. Change the jump arc, but the furthest of hits gonna get that skybound art. Not a full animation anyways.
Yeah, but Kilo DP is trying to stay alive in the round, playing for some kind of TOD. And look at that. You know, people like to call this game the real anime Street Fighter, and I don't think it ever looked more Street Fighter-ly than that Ryu Fireball and the Ryu DP buffer right after. It looked like a clean jump, but it just wasn't quite fast enough. Kilo loses that round for it, and Zombie
Goodness.
playing their best round yet so far in this set.
Right? A mid-screen confirmed to carry all the way to the corner for max damage.
Yep. Cooldowns are back. Meterless and no counter hit Osmodeus anti-air pickup. That's fantastic. Here's another one. No, little Kilo knows the angles and knows when Osmodeus won't work. That's fantastic. Also, die. Bye. Here's Kilo. Game 1. Marching ahead with all that fresh practice after losers finals and a solid Belial victory. Takes game 1 in grand finals, looking for the reset. Well on their way to finding it, just needs 2 more games.
Yep, always the first game, you know, you got to take one step at a time. Ran right into it. Embrace death.
You say take one step at a time. Let Osmodeus take the step for you, forward advancing, and then a quick DP punish. Of course, Zombie doesn't like to show that he's being discouraged from DPing, and keeping the tool relevant regardless is a great idea and very strategically advisable.
Absolutely. Okay,
There's another one for you.
Right back at you, and a DP back again, going for the big one.
Says, yeah, man, I like your meme DPs. I'm going to do it too.
Okay, nice light check. Wow, okay, great mash out from Kilo right there. Big anti-air with the EX, pinwheel able to pick up and take a round.
That's such a fantastic anti-air combo.
Right.
I didn't even know that was available, to be honest. I'd usually only seen the non-counter hit anti-airs be an EX Osmodeus, but he got it off Fireball and then EX Osmodeus for the pickup. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, especially at like that max range too. Like, jeez. Kilo with the knowledge here, especially when to check and pull out of this corner. Nice 2M calling out the spot dodge right there. Full extension, EX Osmodeus, and able to get the DP pickup still.
Yeah, Far H is one of the only 8th normals fast enough that I think you can reliably punish spot dodgers on reaction. Catch him in that 3-frame window of recovery. Oh, Kilo's sitting there. And then he H's out. The moment Zombie moves forward, it's into Belial's fingernails. Full conversion. Kilo looking to take 2 games real quick. Can he do it? He holds so defensively strong. Osmodeus is the other normal. It's real. It's so active. He swings with it.
2M super jump out, but still Kilo finding the hit. 2-0 right now in this grand finals.
Now, how's a regular Shoto gal supposed to contend with a super Shoto like this?
What could you possibly do?
Whatever Zombie did in Winners Finals, it's not enough anymore. Oh, regular command grab on the walk after. Zombie knows what the animation looks like. Walked right out of the way, picked up the punish.
Oh no, yep, that's a really late fireball. Goes for that DP to interrupt the pinwheel from Kilo. Carries over to the corner. Nice extension.
Yeah, she gets a combo even off this last hit of EX Rekka now. That's a new change, or newish, you know. She used to just have to wait and do the second last hit of Rekka only.
Okay. About even on health right now. A little bit of a lead there for Kilo. The anti-air, yep, you gotta know that's coming right there. Fishing for it for sure, and Kilo takes that round.
He's shown his anti-air prowess, and he's shown that Zombie can't be getting away with empty jumps anymore, just because Kilo uniquely, better than anyone else in this whole bracket, is converting off of the non-counter hit anti-empty jump anti-airs. If empty jump starts becoming inadvisable, then suddenly the players can't be exiting the corner at will. They can't be just jumping to gain space safely. It's a very unique thing to represent that the character is uniquely strong at too. Whip punish again against Far M. H is just the god button. There's another one.
Anti-air, yeah, just really consistent with that.
And another whip punish. H gets whip punished by
God.
H. Kilo is looking superior. He has all of his
Oh my
things working.
God!
All of his anti-airs working, even the anti-cross-up. Another counter-hit anti-air pickup, non-counter-hit anti-air pickup. Zombie was just completely contained. What, 6 rounds straight, 3 games straight, it seems.
Yeah,
I don't remember Zombie taking a round.
I think Zombie took like a round maybe, but it was like in the first game, if any of them. My God.
Yeah, it's a distant memory.
Yeah.
Close H. Great choice. And it's still, of course, it's Djeeta from Zombie. Prideful players who are committed to learning more than anything. A student of the game has shown more than enough dominance with Cagliostro, right? This is a Djeeta tournament for Zombie.
Okay. Whoa. Yep. There we go. Nice little trade right here. Zombie committed right now, at least for the time being. Still has room to lose some games here. The parry comes through. No punish. Too high up on the ground anyways. Okay, there we go.
Blast him with that EX Fireball. You know it has the most layers.
Yeah, autos right into Asmodeus right there. And still, once again, it's a corner situation. Kilo in complete control. The momentum hasn't stopped. Good anti-air pickup right here from Kilo. Skybound Art gonna maximize his damage once again.
I don't think dead, right? I don't think dead. No,
No,
way.
not dead.
No. How about now? Anything?
touch will do
it's
it.
just
Spot
it's just
dodge.
DP though available for Kilo.
Just
Incredible.
felt it. The anticipation of that corner, right? Like, you know your opponent's gonna swing. Like,
The likelihood of Belial Far H to be successful dramatically rises if he takes just a few steps forward or back in any direction, at any time.
Blocks the light DP. Zombie locked
He
it, but
dropped his
not
link.
able to get the full. Yeah.
Ooh, another anti-air 2H, no counter hit needed. These hits add up so quickly compared to other single normal anti-airs. And that's the one time that we didn't see Kilo whip punish Djeeta Far H with his own Far H, and it was very much possible. Okay, well, at least Zombie gets this round.
Yeah, Zombie committed to the EX Rekka there. Kilo tried to make that challenge. And now, actual input rave comes through for the victory.
The flat line on the heart rate monitor has been resolved. And, you know, with the score being 0-0, it's just in time for Zombie to be back in this set. Couldn't be any better, really. They're all tied up.
Yeah. Close set for sure. Trying to challenge these neutral situations. And again, nice punish on that Asmodeus.
Yeah. That, you know, much like Sakura, actually, the far light is one of the best normals in the game for those punishes. It's a kick with great cancels with great range. Very attractive frames. Looking good for Djeeta. Moving to mid-screen with the intention of picking up the corner combo. Got interrupted, lost the fireball. Rekka's back, though.
What?
Didn't find any Rekka cancel off that late hit Far H. Must have been too late in the active frames for Zombie to be looking.
Let's commit to that EX Rekka again. Really trying to fish for some sort of hit.
The Rekka
So
just
close to
keeps
the corner,
disappearing
now in
as
the
soon
middle.
as it shows up, you know? And here it is back again.
Yo!
Is that in time? Yes, but hardly any damage from the long-range reaction. But the life lead matters, and now Kilo can pick up a kill from so far. Incredible what Belial can do.
Yes, that'll be a game right there for Kilo.
He doesn't need the corner. He just doesn't need it.
No, not at all. I mean, the damage output is crazy, and Zombie committing still to Djeeta. I mean, we're getting closer and closer, right?
Yeah, I think it's all Djeeta. You know, the point here is to test yourself in these 3 out of 5 sets, test your metal, and your ability to improvise and adapt and improvise back and forth. Maybe overcome in the end, but you know, just showing your ability to improve slightly over the course of set length is still very important and worthwhile, even if you end up losing the set. Zombie's got a lot of weapons.
Cool.
DP's one of them, and I think Zombie loves having DP. You know, it's a tool you can use very intelligently on reaction to things that
Right.
Cagliostro simply didn't have. EX Teleport is her equivalent, but it's not an equivalent at all. You know, it's still different.
Right. No, I totally agree. Like, it's, you know, it's not that get off me, that check button right there. And still, gosh, Zombie has been anti-aired at least 100% of the time. Like, trying to jump out is clearly not an option.
I like that phrasing of at least 100, and I do think it's true. Oh, stomping on her. Right in the lower back. That must be a wonderful massage. The sword comes in and impales her in the leg. The swords are popping off with Belial winning with that parry. That looked fantastic.
Oh my God, tries to check with DP, and that's not going to come through. The whiff throw, right back at you. Kilo going to come out on top of that.
Kilo got some bonus damage in that strange situation.
Yikes.
Another speed run.
This is looking all Kilo right now, and it's not looking good here for Zombie. How do we stop the bleeding at this point? Big jump out, and again, you cannot jump on Kilo this entire set. There's no way.
Far H anti-air, or excuse me, close H anti-air, and he's been getting that so consistently. And that honestly, you can understand why I said far H, because that close H came out from mad far.
Oh yeah.
Covers both sides.
Here we are, committed to Djeeta here on the side of Zombie.
And just want to keep playing too, not trying to, like, you know, stare at character select, stare at Belial's face. Got it right off the screen.
Yeah, seriously, what do you do? Jumping has been removed entirely from this game, and it's absolutely insane.
Insert memes about wanting air teleport as an option immediately, but it's simply not available. This is fundamentally sound protagonist-powered Djeeta, and she is suffering under this final boss energy that Kilo's supplying with Belial right now.
Yeah.
For 5 games in a row, potentially a 6th if this round is won. Zombie could go down. Kilo's Belial could be the only one to do it.
All right, well, there's the jump in, EX into the corner. Good conversion to start the mid-screen.
Standard, but delayed throw tech is a miracle for Kilo, immediately cornering Zombie, picking up a full damage close H counter, and doing so immediately, right? Not even letting Djeeta build meter on block with that second hit of the DP. A command grab immediately works.
Yep, and look at that, those shit, we'll call it out! 3-0, 6-0. Kilo taking it in grand finals against Zombie, who goes Djeeta all the way. And look at this shimmy wimmy after the EXDP. Just what a call out.
Every offensive sequence, every offensive choice that was made was utterly correct, but the prettiest of them was the throw bait with walking. Something that Zombie had made use of in the set himself, and went down to it just the same way. I mean, it's clearly a good technique if both are attempting it and both are sometimes dying to it, right? Fundamentally sound shimmy with walking. And, you know, a lot of people call any kind of throw bait shimmy. It can be used as a bit of a buzzword, but I think when you do it in specifically that motion with that walking, that's a shimmy. We can put that in the glossary, the textbook.
That was so clean.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely insane. And a tremendous night of Gran Blue for everyone involved. And thank you, everybody. We did it. We used all the codes in the match arena, bringing it up to $113.30. And a big, big shout out to everybody that contributed, including our top contributor, Trash Can Magic, followed by Zombie, and of course Imperius putting in that donate too. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Everybody that's donated and used the codes, we appreciate you dearly. You know, it's always a blow up when they're not fully used, but I've never seen that happen here. You know, we have avoided.
Gran Blue is really solid about using all the codes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Like, honestly, the Gran Blue community always puts in work. It always takes every opportunity to just showcase the game, which I can truly appreciate for this scene and this community as well. So thank you all for constantly putting the word out, constantly growing. It's been a long, steady grind. We all know from launch, from pre-pandemic, we've all been there. But you know what? It's great to be here. And again, don't forget, only $20 to get into some Gran Blue action. Players of all skill levels as well. Like, you can actually join in to the WASD beginners tournaments that are held monthly, so you can check those out. And of course, we did have the open bracket tonight as well, so definitely take advantage of it. Check out the Discords as well. There's plenty of info out there. I mean, honestly, great time to get in Gran Blue. Even if you want all the characters, it's only $50. Not a big deal.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm trying to. You might see me playing in these pretty soon. We'll give Lennox a turn on commentary, and I know Zero is working tirelessly, always on the mic, well hydrated and whatnot. And maybe I'll keep him there next week, and he gets to watch my Percival. So long as I'll just collude a little bit using my back end stream room connections. Perhaps the fact that I'm literally in the chat here, the premier member of the Impurist Club. Yeah, put me on stream round 1. Percy Mirror. I always look good.
Dude, Percy Mirror, I could actually get behind watching. I haven't gotten to see that very often.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll make it happen. I've done this before. There was a tournament where I soul mirrored somebody in round 1 with the express public permission of the TO. They're like, yeah, we'll do that. Well, and of course I had full confidence. I won. Give me that mirror. My ego's on the line. But, that's me for next week. For this week, we got to congratulate our players who put on such a wonderful show.
Yep.
Yes.
Top 3 of them winning some money. We, of course, have Kilo with Belial. Zombie with what I think, to me, was a Djeeta debut and a very strong one. In a week where I saw him mostly labbing Vira. I was actually expecting Vira going in, and I welcomed the pleasant surprise. And, an interesting mix of people playing different characters than we usually see. We saw the Shuaboo Beelzebub. I think that was a loser.
I did not expect that. We saw it a couple times.
Yep. And of course, nice to see that Selo Metera went down to Kilo, I remember. /GG with Ferry had a good run through winners, but had a tough break in top 8. Nice to see Ferry, though. She's a real classic. I remember people were terrified of her.
I feel like I don't see her nearly as much. Because her kit still feels super strong to me, but I feel like I just don't see her that much.
Yep. SenpaiSpyder also played Shuaboo. That was in loser semis, and that was Metera and some Anre, but bigger day for the Meteras than the Anres, and that seems a little typical. Spauldo, nice to see. Some Sixen as well. Like that custom rage quit ending, That's how you inject your personality into the online tournament, It's great. I like that. More chances for this coming up. We got more GBVS opens. Number 11. Look forward to it. It's my favorite number. Maybe it'll be my lucky break.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like being number 1 twice.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is a way to look at the number 11.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. That's why you'll find it in my Gmail address from when I was 11, and not just because I was 11 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to know, if you want to send me an email, Matthew111.
This is 11. I now know why there is an 11 in the email. Okay, cool.
It's important in the world of commentary. We got to be checking our emails.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you also got to check your emails for those Matarino payments as well, just to make sure you're paying attention when you get on there.
And
by the way,
go ahead.
Be on the lookout for this game coming up offline. We've got big debuts for Combo Breaker, CEO as well. I see some of you in the chat. Looks like Origin's going to be there. Necrotech. Big names and big gatherings for that game. CEO was our original biggest tournament.
Oh, really?
Back when it was only a few months ago. Actually, it was like 2021 November or something. Was it? October?
Yeah, because it was the first live event to happen for it. Aside from Summer Jam. Summer Jam was the first one, and then CEO was the big major. So
yep.
So definitely a lot of great Gran Blue memories to be had, and much appreciated that this game is getting the right and proper shot this year by the looks of things, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All while it's still continuing to be supported, which I'm quite grateful for too.
Yeah.
Who knows? People are worried, but
yeah.
Nicholas for Gran Blue, by the way, side games. Just want to let you know.
Yeah. Nicholas and more Dragon Knights, so we can play that song Dragon Knights versus Dragon Knights even more. That song rules.
player
make sure
opponent's main tournament? Potentially. I saw Pat the Flip doing that with Xrd yesterday.
That no one will be good enough at that to justify its existence in Xrd. I think
Dude,
maybe
it was some of it was
it.
hilarious. None of the Eno players joined because none of them wanted to play Eno. Like play versus Eno, and then I just there were some people that's wild. It's like, how do you have combos with every character? But most people, I was like, oh, it looks like when I first started Xrd. Like,
I have to say, I would hope for a lot of mirror matches in my run.
Oh yeah. Not that many. So many people just like. There's some weird characters in Xrd too. Like, there's no.
I play Sin in that game. I'm a sinner. Yeah, so I don't even. You want to know something very Sin player of me? I didn't understand and didn't know that specials couldn't be canceled into supers.
Oh
in that game.
no!
So I played Soul and I'm just trying to do like Bandit Bringer into Tyrant Rave and it's not working. I'm like, what the hell? Is there something wrong with my inputs? And it's just only Sin that can do that. In addition, of course, to him canceling specials into specials. Him just doing specials into supers is a consequence of that.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Guilty Gear itself. I was just like, what?
Yeah,
You guys aren't doing specials in the super? What? And I went like 5 or 6 years doing that, like thinking that.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't do so well in that tournament.
But I know we already mentioned big events, but we're working with Lunar Phase in March to run a 2-day regional, and we're gonna have Gran Blue there. So show up. We're gonna talk to the venue this Saturday. I run my local from the same venue. And we're also going to see if we can get side brackets going for Persona and Blaze Blue.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we, members of non-Rollbackia got to stick together,
Persona, I think we're definitely going to squeeze in, but we're trying to see, because I know some people from Boston Blue Beat were thinking of coming down. And if we get the okay running the side bracket, which would be sick.
Yeah. Wow. LA to New York flights are affordable? That's good to know.
Is that the only weekend you can't? That's so unfortunate. We took a poll in Discords and tried to catch the most people that had spring break and stuff at that time period, and that's how we landed on that weekend.
I'm glad you did something. Sometimes I've been bodied by college finals that were literally 1 day from being over that have prevented me from going to certain tournaments. Namely Combo Breaker 2018. I got bodied bad hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is Gran Blue going to be both days? It is not. So we're keeping... we'll have Gran Blue setups both days, but the actual bracket for Gran Blue is going to be Saturday, the first day. The 19th.
Well,
we're
you can
splitting
guarantee
it up
yourself some good
games.
Chinese food, Origin. It's I guarantee it's probably around the corner, possibly around both corners.
That's true. We actually have a big spreadsheet of places to stay, places to eat, places to drink, pinned in the crossover Discord channel. If you join Discord.
I'm sure he's there.
Oh yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
But
Well, anyway.
Yeah. That's pretty much it from me. These are bi-weekly. Next one in 2 weeks. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you both, Monkey and Zero, for hopping on comms. You guys, as always, are awesome.
We work tirelessly.
Do appreciate the invite, and I always appreciate being able to witness the glory that is the Gran Blue crowd. So thank you for having me.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to give a shout out to Zero real quick. I know he, when we last commentated this Gran Blue event, he went over to Wednesday Night Fights after and commentated for 6 hours.
Oh my god.
I didn't realize the time. I didn't do the math in my head. I was just like, yeah, screw it. It's not a big deal. And you get a text from Monkey you realize you've been doing this for 7 hours? It's like, oh.
Yo, the commentary hustle. He's working harder than the players.
Well,
dude, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was quite a while. I will be doing top 8 commentary for Wednesday Night Fights tonight as well. For
nice.
Guilty Gear Strive though. So
yeah, well, guess what? I definitely overlap there.
Oh, isn't Spooky back tonight? Is in yeah, I think NLBC just started back up tonight offline.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh,
true. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. You know, Spooky's pretty good about uploading some good VODs for every game that's there
Yeah.
too. So yeah.
Nice.
East Coast Grand Blue, y'all know what it is.
I don't think they're doing Gran Blue anymore though. I think they're doing
Yeah.
I've seen them do online still.
I think he like votes now and he
he-
lets people do like
yeah.
a community vote.
I see. Well,
But,
you know, for those of you that want to watch VODs from the past, I'm sure they're there.
Aw.
But we normally run offline Gran Blue once a month out of the same venue that we're running in March. And then, yeah, we got these every 2 weeks. Beginner tournaments and then the open.
Yeah, can I pretend to be a beginner?
I don't know if Tool will let you in. Tool does most of our screening.
Oh man, I can totally sneak in. They don't know me.
Sort of monkey business coming under business monkey.
Yeah.
you go.
I'll make it. That'll be easy.
There you go.
But I'm gonna send everyone on a raid. Let me see if anybody else is streaming Gran Blue.
I guess you're gonna miss the Grand Blue raid.
Let me see who else is streaming.
Hey, who wants to go live real quick so we can raid you?
It's okay.
Oh yeah, if somebody wants to really quick, I can. Or I can send you all to God Flash Thunder.
I do see that he's the second most viewed. We'd be jumping him up from 3 to 42 with our current numbers. Actually, Godflash Thunder appears to be a VTuber. Nice. Looks like an Armaya player too.
There you go.
Mash that follow. They've been live for 6.5 hours, so
That's a long time.
Yeah, let's give them the reward.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you all over there. Thanks again. See ya.
Later days.
Peace.